How's it going, everyone? Happy Friday and welcome to the Weekend Pregame. My name is Jeff. Joining me, as always, Andolph. How are we doing?
Hail. Ahoy. Good. I really enjoyed that intro. That was fantastic. First time seeing it. Tears to the eye. It's beautiful.
Yes, we stole Nerd Slap from some people for that. So Nerd Slap, thank you very much.
Once again, with a banger intro.
Oh, awesome. I loved it. Will, how are we doing?
Just wonderful.
Good.
Absolutely.
And today we have a special guest. This gentleman right here, when we first met him in Peru, Andy and I met him in Peru, he came up and said, "Hi, my name is ALEC BALDWIN'S finger. How we doing?"
I'm doing pretty good. Sorry, I was laughing at the intro because I'm like, oh yeah, I recognize this work. This is Nerd Slap's work. And that Henry Cavill, he looks like he's got a touch of something. So
yeah, we said that too. And I said, yeah, it's not wrong.
You saw me laughing. I'm doing great. I remember when I first met you, I was like, damn, who's this fucking like 6'2" guy running around? You like came straight from the airport and met us out in Peru. Mm-hmm. We were north of Cusco. That was a great day.
Oh, that was fantastic. Yeah, we get right off the plane and just hike right up the mountain. People are like, how are you not dead? Like, built different.
Yeah, just suffered through it. I think we had Monster Energy drink or something like that, and we just like, yeah, we'll meet you out there. Are you sure you guys just got here? Yeah, we'll be there.
Slamming coca tea.
Yeah.
Good for you guys. I don't walk unless I absolutely have to.
That's fair enough. So do you want to be Mr. Finger, Mr. Baldwin's finger, Alex Finger? I mean, is there a ABF? I mean,
people just call me ABF.
Just a correct pronunciation, or
I think I like
Zims.
I like Mr. Finger.
Yeah, that's Mr. Finger.
I don't mind it.
How about Finger Bang?
That one has a little bit different meaning behind it.
Well,
two different meanings with Alec Baldwin.
But yeah, really, that's what I'm saying.
Mr. Finger,
it's like a double entendre.
He doesn't miss, folks.
Nope, he sure doesn't.
So we do a random variety of topics and everything, mostly news, pop culture, history and stuff, whatever. Typical Friday stuff. Is there anything you would like to talk about? Anything that's scratching your beard and you're just like, you know what? I don't get to talk about this often enough.
Well, I don't know. I was kind of talking to Jeff a little bit last night, and he was talking about how we might talk about the Steam announcement a little bit. And that's something that I'm kind of passionate about. And, you know, me running a gaming channel, I've done a bunch of research on it. And I kind of started my gaming channel because I already was doing that research. I'm just kind of a nerd when it comes to tech. So,
Oh, sounds fantastic. Can't wait.
I was gonna say-
I'm in there.
Yep, you sent me that. You said I'm really interested in this. I said, well, we're definitely going to talk about it. So yeah,
Let's get these beverages flowing.
yeah, we'll get these going here. So today we are trying Eagle Rare bourbon, and it's Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It's good.
I don't know. We'll try it.
Thanks for being here, everyone. ABF, thank you for joining us tonight.
yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's real smooth. That
Told
is
ya.
real good,
That's
real
some good
smooth.
stuff.
Oh, so that's from the Buffalo Trace Distillery?
That is.
Okay, because I actually like Buffalo Trace quite a bit.
I was gonna say they make a lot of good things.
Mhm.
The only issue is they're super popular now, and good luck finding anything at a reasonable price. They do Pappy Van Winkle, they do the George Cheese Stag, obviously Buffalo Trace Blanton's. Pretty
Mhm.
much, so far, all my favorite whiskeys have come from this distillery, and that one's added to the list of favorites.
When did you try
There
Pappy
he
Van
is.
Winkle?
I haven't. I can't afford it,
No.
but I hear fantastic things.
Well, I mean, you can imagine.
And for the price of like $1,200 a bottle, it's got to be good.
Well, we thought about that. Remember that other bottle you bought that was like 400, 300, 200,
200.
whatever? We
Horrendous.
thought that'd be really good, and it was
Hi, Nishi.
terrible.
Hi, Nishi.
Yeah, a old fashioned is my favorite drink.
Same here.
Wisconsin old fashioned or a different old fashioned?
I mean, I don't know what the difference is. I like them on the sweeter side.
Probably Wisconsin style.
You'd like a Wisconsin old fashioned then.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have to
Brandy
go
or
up
whiskey?
sometime.
Whiskey.
Oh, there you go. See,
Oh,
we,
yeah,
when
there we
when did
go.
we do our brandy old fashioned stream or old fashioned stream? 2 weeks ago?
Three. It was right before Halloween, I think.
Yes, sounds about
I
right.
remember.
Yeah, reverse fart.
Got a little
Interesting.
tuned in that day.
All right, so we got Nerd Slaps, Nishi, Isaac, Huck Karinsky. Welcome, everyone. Idaho Mike, good morning, one and all. Thanks for
Oh,
being.
Oh,
Welcome, welcome.
And we got Amanda.
Mm. An old fashioned.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were talking about the old fashions with the
Oh,
hand.
boy.
Oh, that's what the reference was for.
Yeah, in the movie theaters in
Yep.
8th grade.
All right.
Interesting.
So what we like to do is start off a little bit of local news. And tomorrow, November 15th, is the opener of firearm season for deer hunting.
We did it. We made it. Another year.
Yep. What to know? Well,
There's no deer in the UP.
Yep.
Downstate is flooded with them. And then they got some deer got that EHD or
yeah, there's a few diseases going around, but that's more in the high population areas and farmland downstate. Last year, Michigan hunters harvested nearly 180,000 deer during the 2-week regular firearm season.
Mhm.
So yeah,
So there's deer, not here, but down there. Good luck to all the hunters and everything. Hopefully you can fill a freezer or something. There's obviously they have rifle safety and everything. And looking by Mr. Finger's background there, those are clearly airsoft rifles. Not
correct.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Definitely,
actually
like-
this is all digital. It's a representation of what I used to own before my boating accident.
I was gonna say it
Mhm.
looks like they could have been lost in a boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had the same issue. Different fire.
Have you fired
3D
any of them
printed
before the boating
models.
accident? Which one was your favorite?
Probably this one right here. That's M16 SMG.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
Do you need a special license in your area?
That is actually a NFA. So you would need a special license everywhere for that one.
That's what I'm saying. Hypothetically.
It's it may or may not be a machine gun.
I used to
May
work in
or
a
may
firearm
not.
shop
Nice.
back in my day. And then unfortunately I got out of it due to the amount of people coming in with just exorbitant amount of money buying things and never using said thing they purchased. And I'm like, well, that just took me
There
away
was
from the hobby.
There was a lot of that going around COVID. You know, people, they kept thinking the world was going to end, so they were buying toilet paper and firearms like crazy. So
I bought firearms.
Yeah.
Not toilet paper. I already had stocked up on that.
There's a lot of leaves in the wood.
You clearly got the bidet off of Amazon.
Yeah, it's $25. How could I
He
say
got the high pressure one.
free 2-day shipping? Absolutely. I need this now.
Yeah, you have to start a 2-stroke engine to get it to start
I was
going.
gonna say he brought it to a special mod shop to get the pressure up. He's like, I need this more stronger. And they're like, what? Doesn't hit hard enough.
Yeah. Well, it's fall time in the UP. We get a lot of snow around this time of the year. ABF, you guys get snow out where you're at yet?
Well, every once in a while it will actually snow in Phoenix, but it's like
Okay.
once every 10 years it'll stick on the ground for maybe 30 minutes. But if you go up north, you know, we have Flagstaff, Payson. It's pretty high altitude.
Okay.
In fact, we actually have a cabin that's at about 8,000 feet. So
Oh, so it's mountain snow like that. Good, fresh,
The good
crisp
snow,
stuff.
yeah.
yep, pine trees, really tall. Yeah, fun stuff. I like the snow, but I also don't like shoveling it. So this is like the perfect medium. I can be down in Scottsdale and not have to shovel snow, and then go visit it when I feel like it.
Oh, that's exactly what I was just about to say. I'm like, I like living here with the peace and quiet and stuff, but when the snow hits, my back, I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, we get 300 inches of snow and there's no way out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's why we gotta make money off of it. You gotta shovel roofs.
Yeah,
That's
so
why
my
I'm
back
hoping
can
for a
hurt
lot of
more.
snow this year.
No. We'll start putting it in bottles and selling it.
Yeah.
Ship
Fresh
it across-
snow.
Yeah, fresh snow.
Melted.
Yeah.
All you have to do is put it in your
On
freezer.
Willie's body.
Yeah. We'll just send out bottles of water and they'll say put must freeze first. So that when people got to put it in their freezer.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the UP here, we saw 18 inches of snow from November 8th to 9th
in some
in
places.
some places, but that still sucked. I mean, we drove through it on the way to Wayfish Point
Well, that's
for the memorial for the 50th anniversary of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
never forget. We were there.
We were there. The governor was there too. I've never stared at someone hatredly for so long. Hatefully.
I accidentally bumped into her car with my body, not
gonna say allegedly.
No. I was walking by and like I just brushed it quick, and I was like, "What a weird place to park a vehicle."
What'd you say, ABF?
I was gonna make a joke that maybe 16 FBI agents got you to bump
Yep.
into her car on purpose.
You would think so, but I think my skin tone just lets me get away with stuff.
No, I think it was your
No.
cross eyes. They're like, oh, he's special needs.
They probably took
definitely
one
has
look
nothing
at me
to
and
do
they're
with
like,
this.
"He can't do nothing. He's good." Maybe they thought I was there on Make-A-Wish.
Exactly.
So yeah, looks like Nagani, located near Marquette, got 10.8 to 18 inches of snow, and Big Bay saw 6.6 to 12.4 inches. That's about what Willie's going to see tonight around 9:30.
So
God damn, who's got that?
how much snow has to fall on the ground before you're like, I have to shovel to get like out of the driveway tomorrow?
Oh, I just cook
3
it no
feet?
matter what.
Yeah.
I think it also depends on the temperature of the week. If it's
Yeah,
going to stay
right.
cold and it's going to freeze and make it ice, you have to get rid of it. If it's going to
Yeah.
be like a warm weather, it's going to melt. Not worried
Mhm.
about it.
Especially after the plows come by and they absolutely bury your driveway with 6 feet of other snow from the road.
And it's not just like we hit salt and sand, which really screws up
Yeah.
vehicles and just the snow itself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it makes that
It's like concrete.
bump in front of your driveway real terrible to try to get rid of too, because then that's salt kind of makes it like slushy, heavy,
Right.
wet bullshit.
Yeah. Fun fact: cars in Arizona, more specifically Phoenix, are worth more Kelly Blue Book wise because we don't have salt on the roads.
Yep. Same
Ours
thing
are
with,
terrible.
Colorado. We get a lot of vehicles from Colorado that are like
Mhm.
15 years old, and you get them for a steal, and you're like, why is it so cheap? Because it's not from here and it still works.
Because it looks like Swiss cheese underneath.
Yeah.
That's why.
I worked on vehicles that were 10 years old and put them up on the lift and the frame is cracked on them.
Yeah.
And then you drive down south. We took that trip to South Carolina and there's like an 80s shit box running around and it's like mint. And I'm like, God damn, I want to live down here. My yard would be full
Mhm.
Oh, for
of
sure.
vehicles.
So Idaho Mike says, I never understood the toilet paper thing during COVID. We had no such issues here. Yeah, I don't even know how that started.
No, out of
People
all
were
the things
panic
to
buying.
stock up on, like,
Toilet paper should be the one you stock up on.
no, if I really have to, I'll go wipe my ass with pine needles for a little
That sounds
scrub.
horrendous.
Oh, it does. But I think I'd rather stock up on, I don't know, food, water.
Well, yeah, no, people just weren't in the right headspace. They were told to stock up on food, and then people did that, and then people saw aisles start to go empty, and they got afraid of other things happening. And for whatever reason, people just thought about toilet paper because people said it was running out, and then that made people want to buy it more.
Well,
It was big. It was big toilet paper company.
How much food they're buying,
Big toilet
how
paper.
much free time they have to eat said food, they're probably in the bathroom a lot.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure the. No, I'm not gonna touch that one.
Dude, when we were told to go out and buy COVID snacks, I went through all my COVID snacks like before 2 weeks. I don't know about you guys.
I don't think they even made it a week. To be honest.
I'm saying.
I think we had like a week off of work, and my dad's like, "Okay, fuck it, we're going back to work." He's like, "We're essential."
I was to
Mhm.
say, I was
I didn't get a
essential.
single day off.
I was to say, I'm pretty sure I was essential. I worked the entire time.
Yeah. But it was nice though. There's no one on the roads, no one in the
Yeah,
gas stations or
that's
grocery
true.
stores. I was
know.
on the roads. I was everywhere.
I was trying to get off. I was like, I can make more money on unemployment right now than working.
Exactly what it was.
Lay
So
me
you gotta
off.
play
I'm
the
not
system.
essential. I thought about wrecking people's vehicles just so I can get fired for a little while.
So speaking, kind of panic buying end of the world, the sun unleashes the strongest solar flare of 2025, sparking radio blackouts across Africa and Europe, but not America. So
Why is that?
Why is that? Because it was
We're
facing
built
there at the
different.
time.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're built different. Exactly.
Yeah. Get good.
The X5.1 class eruption from Sunspot AR4274, that's an interesting name, is this year's most powerful solar flare, and Earth is in the firing line. Did you guys see any solar or Northern Lights down by you?
Apparently you could see them, but I didn't because it was in the middle of the night and no one like called me to wake me up and tell me about it or anything. So I wish I would have known.
Yeah, no, if you're seeing the Northern Lights that far south, that's not a good sign.
It's not Northern Lights anymore.
That means the big one's on the way.
We're gonna end up like the dinosaurs, just watching a meteor come to Earth. Be like, what's that?
My buddy in Florida said that
Hey.
he could see him, and he showed a picture of it, and I was like, "What the heck? This is crazy." That's
Wow.
like as far south as you can
Yeah.
get,
Yeah.
They're gonna have to change the name to just lights.
right?
Yeah, it's no longer just
Yeah, it's
the
not
North.
Northern
Everyone
Lights, it's
sees
just
it now.
lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys see the lights?
So yeah, an X class eruptions are usually they're getting bigger. At 5.1 is a decent size. Let's see, the sun's been bursting with activity in recent days. The blast triggered a strong R3 level radio blackouts across Africa and Europe, disrupting high frequency radio communications on the sunlit side of Earth. Well, it's a good thing we weren't on the sunlit side of Earth because my XM radio would have gone out and I would have been unhappy.
I need to get closer to this sun.
Modern day problems.
But I mean, sometimes the sun farts, and one of these days is gonna be big enough to knock us back to the Stone Age or
Well,
Middle Ages.
I mean, you see those like, end of the world episodes on Discovery Channel back in the day, and a solar flare could actually just like nuke the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, the late 1800s, the Carrington event, large solar flare, and it knocked out all the telegraphs across the United States, and even when they were like telegraphs were sparking and bursting into flames. So if that happened nowadays, planes would be falling out of the sky.
mhm.
Well,
GPS wouldn't work. Everything that's run on electricity would be done. Anything
Well-
that's not in a lead-covered Faraday cage would be shot.
Well,
I think
planes
you
have
have to-
mechanical backup, so don't they?
Well, I think electricity wise, you would have to replace every transformer.
I would
Which,
say the big stuff.
infrastructure-wise-
Like you'd still have
Decepticons and the Autobots.
You'd still have small stuff, but yeah. That's why I'm looking at backup jobs. Other career fields.
I was gonna say,
It's
yeah, as an
expanding
electrician.
my demure.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, as an electrician, that actually be very good job security for you.
Yeah.
No, that would take.
I like the
years.
tech and the computers and stuff. That's what I'm currently doing, but I obviously need a fallback pan for solar flares. End of the world toilet paper.
Yeah,
What was the other one?
As
The
long as you have
Rapture.
enough toilet paper, you'll be fine with your
Yeah,
transformers.
pretty
Everybody
much.
knows that.
That's right. The rapture. The rapture didn't happen, but this could cause another rapture.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, we haven't seen Negrinol in a while.
I was just thinking, like, all the shit you see about like the people that have the bunkers and shit, they always show you their food stock. You never see a huge section of toilet paper. You're like, you're gonna be living underground for a while. What are you gonna wipe that ass with?
Well, where are you gonna put it if you don't have like a way to evacuate it from the bunker?
You just dig a bunker underneath your bunker and fill that bunker.
But the bunkers usually do have some kind of septic system. But what I'm saying is, what are you wiping your ass with?
Probably your
Yeah,
food
'cause
supplies.
I mean, that survival food is going to give you mud butt. You're going
Oh,
need a lot of
for
toilet
sure.
paper. Yep.
Can you imagine living on MREs for
Mm-hmm.
6 weeks and all of a sudden
I sure can.
that's
See the
fucking
same-
How did that work out for you, Andrew?
Oh, it's good. You're backed up for probably 3-4 of them.
Yeah, and then it comes all at once.
That's
Yeah,
why
it's
you use the Tabasco, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the Tabasco's lube.
See the little piece of chewing gum in there? Yeah, it's not actually gum. So we got solar flares, toilet paper shortages. Now in Australia, we have Lucifer bees with devil-like horns. So for our friends out in Australia, Nisha and Debbie, please be careful.
Capture one. Send it.
Yes,
Yeah.
send it to the US.
Get close, get a video of it for us. Make sure to poke it with a stick.
I just think that's a cool looking bee.
Actually, really
what
is.
what were those like hornets? That
Oh, the murder hornets?
Oh, the murder hornets?
hornets. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is, I swear, like every year we hear about the murder hornets, and now they're trying to trip us up by showing us this instead.
Mhm.
I think that's because
They're evolving.
they're cross breeding, which creates a new species, and then they keep on doing that, and it's just like a genetic fuck
They're,
show.
they're trying to survive, just like anything else.
I bet.
And then
the
they
hornets,
take all the dangerous traits and make one super dangerous thing.
You know?
yeah. I bet the hornets could tear these things to pieces, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually haven't looked at this article yet, so we'll see how big it is.
It's a rare bee that pollinates a rare plant in a rare spot in
Oh,
Australia.
so
it's
super
super
hyper,
yeah.
Oh,
hyper
it is?
specific.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says the female has these incredible little horns on her face. Says Dr. Kit Prendergast.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I just did that quick reading on it. I was like, hey, it's cool. It looks cool.
I wonder
And
what
named after
the
Lucifer.
I wonder what the evolutionary function is for those horns or the
Probably
horn-looking
to
things.
fly into other bees or
Probably to show that it's horny.
So
Got 'em there.
she said she was watching the Netflix show Lucifer at the time, and the name fit perfectly.
see.
She's also a fan of Lucifer.
I like how it says Lucifer,
devil
which means
or the
light
TV
bringer
show?
in Latin, which is true. But
It
at
is,
the same time,
yeah.
Lucifer has also been known to be associated with far darker tendencies. In
We'll see well, maybe the bee has some dark tendencies.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
probably,
it does have the same color scheme as an orc.
I'm gonna pet it.
Definitely looks pettable.
Well, not from Rings of Power. In Rings of Power, they were different
Those
colors.
How dare
You got
you?
a baby?
Those are nice orcs, okay? They mean you no harm.
We're just trying to raise a family.
I really don't understand that. That's why I'll never watch that show.
You should.
Did they get renewed for season
Speaking of
3?
which,
No, I'm stupid enough. I don't need to get.
Speaking of
I don't
Rings of
need to kill
Power,
brain cells.
for anyone that doesn't know, Jess loves that show.
She loves it. Yeah.
Make sure
No
you
way.
yell it out to her and say that.
Is she a fan of like
You
the
hear that?
original Lord of the Rings?
She's never seen them. She's
She's read all the Tolkien books and she loves the original, but
Mhm.
we forced everybody at Discord to watch Rings of Power, and she likes to type in all caps when talking about it.
So I
So
see this was a sarcastic.
no, she's just very excited.
All right. Yep.
Loves the Rings
She's
of
super excited about it.
Power. What's up, Nerd Slap?
Yes, we're very excited for season 3.
Mike knows. Yes.
I'd laugh if she just ran over and pushed ABF out of the view of the camera and just started going off on it.
She does walk by the room and just starts screaming, and sometimes I'll have to mute the mixer.
Don't even mute it. I just want to hear in the background. Fucking Rings of Power bullshit.
Jess, are you ready for season 3 of Rings of Power?
I think my favorite part,
Just the whole screen starts shaking. She's just
I
running
think
through
my
there.
favorite part about when ABF streams, you can hear Jess in the background yelling back to him. She hears something that she doesn't like.
I'm not fucking watch it. I don't care what you say to me. No.
You're contractually obligated.
No.
Yes, you are.
No.
Because you put a reaction on that picture. You opted in.
No.
Yeah, that's-
No. No.
We'll talk about it later.
It sounds like a letter of acceptance to me.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
So for any of you iPhone users out there,
Boo.
there's a new iPhone Pocket. Beautiful way to wear and carry your iPhone.
What?
You know, I used to make fun of the whole underwater basket weaving, but it's come full circle now.
They've done it
Dude, that's like a fanny pack, but
for your
Wait,
phone.
way worse.
we just bought one of these for the trip. This is like you hide it under your clothing so that people in Egypt don't steal your shit.
I have one for my passport.
Yeah, but
Money.
this is specifically iPhone,
Yeah, this is
Apple
only
made,
for your iPhone though.
and it comes with that fantastic Apple upcharge.
So I've got to root through my clothes to grab my phone?
No, it's kind of like a satchel.
That's what I'm saying. Does it
Yeah,
go on the
press.
outside of your shirt or under your shirt?
It goes
Whichever
outside
you
your
want.
shirt or under.
It goes
whatever-
outside.
yeah.
You can put it under though.
Yeah,
If
why
you
not?
put it outside, just put it in your pocket.
But then they wouldn't make money and come in those fantastic colors.
This is what I'm not understanding. Look at it. Looks like a condom.
Oh my god.
or your phone.
These are horrible. Yeah. So
Wait till you see the price.
yeah, I was reading the price on it last night or today, whenever that was. I don't like
I mean,
this.
look at it. Oh, it's
Dude,
beautiful.
it looks terrible.
3D knitted.
Yeah, it's knitted. Look at that. It's so cool. Let's see. Your retails at $149, or you can get the long strap design at $229.
What?
What the hell? You know, they probably cost them like 4 cents for some China.
Exactly.
person to
It
make
didn't cost them anything because they had the little Chinese kids do it.
Well, it says 3D knitted, so that means they had a machine make it.
Yeah, 3D knitted. Uh-huh.
So even,
as-
but I'm
by
just
a
saying.
three-year-old.
anything is
So if they
knitted
actually 3D knitted it, there's no labor cost. It's just
No,
materials.
no. See, the child's name is 3D.
Oh, okay.
That
That,
makes
makes more
sense.
sense.
Yeah, he's over there knitting them perfectly. They probably have a chain of 3Ds.
But
Speaking
it's
of which,
spelled TLEE.
Mm-hmm.
have you guys
TLREE.
seen that video of a woman going in to like order like some like ramen in like a store in New York, and the person taking the order is someone from like Taiwan, like on a computer screen, and she's like, "Oh
Really?
yeah, you order right here," you know. And she's like pointing to the little kiosk.
Oh boy.
Never saw it.
It's basically them avoiding the low labor rates.
Oh,
No,
The minimum wage.
That's
That's
right.
the future.
It's all exported. I mean, Taco Bell. I tried getting on our way back from Whitefish. Tried getting the Baja Blast pie, and obviously we walk into the Taco Bell, and it's the monitors there. Someone's at the counter, but they're like, "Hey, just use a tablet behind you." I'm like, "Can I talk to you?" They're like, "You could, but the tablet's faster."
I hate
And I'm
that
like,
so
"But I'm already
much.
talking to you.
I just want to order food in person.
Yeah.
I was telling you guys when I saw the kiosks, I was like, I don't want to use the kiosk because if my order is wrong,
It's your fault.
then it's my fault and I can't blame the employees for fucking it up.
Yeah, no, I the first time I had to use a kiosk at a McDonald's was in Duluth last year or 2 years ago. I didn't like it at all. There's
I
too
don't
many
either.
options. Just I already know what I want. I just want to say it.
Even with like self checkouts are sometimes convenient when you're getting a couple of groceries, but
Hmm.
I kind of like the person to person interaction when I'm buying things.
Oh, take away the human interaction. It just kind of. I mean, sometimes it's nice because a lot of times if you're at Walmart,
I'm a
you don't
sociable
wanna-
person.
Well, that's
The only thing that I was gonna say though is self checkout's nice when you're buying.
private things.
Yeah, like when
say-
I'm buying a box of condoms and a big
You
ass
don't
thing
use
of
it.
fucking
You don't use
Cucumbers.
Vienna sausages.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I want to.
You can't get the reaction from the clerk.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh,
Actually, that's the best part when you're buying like a snorkel and a scuba mask and condoms and a Dummy's Guide to Dolphins book. That's when you want to take it to the person.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving on. Speaking of buying things, the U.S. Mint has printed
Oh,
its
just me.
final penny, and production ends after 230 years.
I kind of get it, but I don't like this because it feels like it's a slippery slope of us just getting rid of physical
get-
currency altogether.
We'll get rid of the
Yeah.
nickel next, and then they're like, you know what? We got the Canadian plastic bills.
I
You should
kind of get
learn.
it, but at the same time, like I get it because it costs them more to produce a penny than it's
Yep.
valued at.
But also,
Um,
inflation's gone so far out
So
of hand.
what I don't like though is they stopped producing them, but now companies are rounding up 5 cents instead of accepting pennies anymore. Like
Well,
with,
that's what I was
Quick
gonna
Trip.
say.
Went to the
Yep.
Quick Trip and they rounded up 5 cents immediately
Mhm.
because they stopped producing it. Now they want to stop using them. That's not
Mhm.
right.
But
guys
it
ever
should
seen-
round down then automatically to help the consumer rather than hurt the consumer.
Well, I was gonna say,
If they
have you
want to
ever
stop
seen-
producing the shit, they can make my shit
Enough,
cheaper.
Will.
Have you ever seen Office Space?
Yeah.
Remember the whole premise behind that was they were gonna skim half a penny off the top. You know, that's
Yep.
basically what's happening now in real
Yeah,
time.
Pretty much.
No, keep it in circulation. Just don't make anymore.
Well, the article does
Yeah.
say it's going to stay in circulation, but
Apparently
I guess
not.
so, well, again, if we're in major cities, like if we go down to Green Bay and stuff, everything's card.
yeah,
you
there's
can't pay
already
cash
cashless.
anything.
Which I thought I learned in economics or something like that, that places have to accept, or they don't have
Yeah, it's
to.
legal tender. You have,
Legal
you
tender,
have to
yeah.
accept it.
They
I
have
thought
to
there was
accept
something about
legal
cash.
tender.
Yeah.
I always thought that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think something changed to where they don't have to anymore, and they can say we only accept credit cards. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I remember them
Yeah.
saying that they could deny credit cards because it's not a for sure payment or whatever.
Yeah.
And same with checks, that they didn't have to accept checks because it's not legal tender in hand.
On top
But
of
I thought it was that legal tender in hand they had to accept.
we have a deep dive.
Yeah, we'll have to look.
Yeah.
Idaho Mike is over in China, by the way.
Mhm.
So,
Yep. Guangzhou.
Something like that.
Guangzhou? I always mess it up.
It's-
He'll type it in here in a second.
It's probably pronounced Idaho.
But yeah, so he says people have pretty much given up on cash over there. We use WeChat money. So that WeChat stuff, I guess that's all China uses for everything, it seems like.
Yep. And
Wow.
that's what I was talking about as the social credit score, is that they can lock you out of that by like saying too many things about like Tiananmen Square or something like that. You know what I mean?
Which is wild.
Yeah.
Same with even here. If we go to a digital currency, it just makes it so the government can track all of your
There
spending,
it
all
is.
of your income, everything.
You get taxed correctly,
Yeah, you're
and
gonna
then
get-
they send you the form, and then you still fill it out wrong, even though they have all the information. And
I get
you-
taxed enough. I don't need to get taxed more on. Somebody loaned me $5 and also I'm getting taxed on it.
Yeah. But so I guess it was costing $56 million a year to produce the pennies because it was costing 3 cents for every penny, I think.
That's
is
what I was
it
saying.
was.
Yeah, because it costs more to produce than it's.
Why
valued.
not just change the material that it's made from? Like
That's what I'm
why-
saying.
Why use copper? Just make
Oh,
it
I don't think
something
they even
else.
use copper
It's-
anymore.
They
I
don't
think
use
it's
copper
zinc.
anymore.
I would say I
Zinc.
think it's maybe 0.5% of copper.
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
even copper plated.
Don't even use metal. Send wood
I'll-
chips out. I don't give a
I was,
shit.
I was gonna say, like, why not just make it out of like steel or iron or something?
Well,
you know?
I know
Yeah.
overseas and stuff, since the weight of changes so much, they can't ship it. We used like POG tokens, those
Yeah.
little plastic discs and everything,
Yep.
like a DQ chip. That's pretty much all that was written on there. 1 cent, 25 cent.
Maybe
But
it
those
has
are a
some-
pain to carry too. So
I was saying maybe it has something to do too with people making fake,
counterfeit,
counterfeit.
be.
Maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
counterfeit is definitely an issue, especially nowadays. You have so
especially
many
with the
different-
penny.
Yeah.
A lot of counting.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Somehow make it out of corn, because then we can bring sugar back and stop getting corn
Yeah, no
syrup
shit.
everywhere to subsidize the corn farmers. You know?
Yeah. There we
And
go.
Well, instead of feeding it to our children and everything. You know what this food needs? More oil.
Yeah, they can't freeze. Drill, baby, drill. How's that going, Donnie? Yeah, government can just freeze your bank account. That's why I
Yep.
try to deal with cash as much as possible. But this day and age is so hard.
Yep. Luckily, I bought a little bit of gold and silver in like 2019, 2020, and it's like gone up 4 times since.
Pokemon.
Which brings us to today's sponsor, Birch Gold. Wiggly Mufasa, how's it going? Make sure you take care of Lucy this weekend.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Just watching
boy.
my dog for me. All right, so this next one's a very serious. Figured ABF, you can probably weigh in on this one.
Alabama forced to drive home instead of fly after raising $250,000 with brother Steven for breast cancer research.
Yeah, it's a shame. That
So-
must have been a long drive.
I didn't
Poor
read
guy.
into this. Did you read into this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Is there a
makes
good
no sense
reason
to
or a
me.
bad reason why you couldn't drive home?
He went to the airport. They canceled a bunch of flights. They said possibly government shutdown. And then he sat there for an hour and he's like, "Can I get on the flight?" And he's like, "Oh, you got to wait 2 hours." He's like, "I'm just going to drive." So
Wait, is
instead of
it-
waiting like a normal person,
Not
like
gonna
a
lie.
peasant, everybody.
What's
This is-
funny is that this is the guy, and I think he was with Steven at the time, where they just ran into a tree with their
And
with his
that's-
white
that's-
Range
That's just
Rover.
letting him drive.
No shit.
was
It's almost
much
like they
safer.
should have forced him to fly. Like, you're not allowed to drive anymore. You got to fly.
And that whole thing was hilarious too, because the way he was describing it, you know, he plays Trump on SNL, and I think a little bit of that was coming out when he was like making that selfie video. He's like, "It was the biggest garbage truck I've ever seen. I had to go around." I think he was accidentally talking like him when he was talking about
And then
it.
it was weird to his wife. He's like, "Love my wife.
She's the greatest wife
She's
of all.
the greatest wife of all."
all,
Like
yeah.
that had nothing to do with the accident.
Oh,
What was
man.
in the trunk, Alec? What was
Yeah.
in the trunk?
Where the body's buried.
Oh, Steven. He's
Are
in
you
so
on
many
Epstein's
P
list?
movies.
No, it's good they're doing cancer, raising money for cancer stuff.
For
but-
sure.
That's
I
such a
don't-
first world problem, though. Like, hey, flights are canceled. You got to drive. This bullshit.
No, the flights weren't the flights got canceled, but instead of sitting there wait, he decided to just rent a car and drive home.
Yeah, this
After an
isn't even a
hour.
story, though. Like, this is just.
Well, it was just irony because he just crashed his
Yeah.
car.
I know, but like,
Yeah, like he was letting him drive.
that's what I said. It would have been funnier if like he tried driving home and like, no, Mr. Baldwin, you have to fly.
We saw last week's report.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess Alec Baldwin's out driving again. So watch out. Kubal says, Mama Kubal says, hello guys. Hey, Mama
Oh.
Lore. Also, Kubal's brother, they're having their kid soon. Should be due tonight or tomorrow.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah.
I swear we were
So-
just at the baby shower thing.
We were like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago.
Has it been that long? Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, congratulations to you both out there. No names because why not?
Horse with no name.
So excuse me. I'm getting a little froggy. Yeah, speaking of
You look
renting
like
cars, I was because I'm going to be flying to Scottsdale after I get back from Egypt. Then I'm leaving tomorrow. I'll be seeing you there, ABF.
Mm-hmm. We're leaving
Yeah.
Sunday. Sunday
Are ya?
evening, actually.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of that as well, I have a source that is in New York City currently. And guess how much an Uber for 6 miles is going to cost
Where?
in New York City?
In New York City?
6 miles in New York City. That's like a 4-day trip.
$35. Yeah.
It's
It's
$100.
like the Oregon Trail.
Do you know how much it's going
100?
to cost for 5 mile or for 15 miles in Egypt?
In an Uber?
Yeah.
I don't know.
$6.
Yeah, it's $100 to go 6 miles.
That sounds terrible.
Well,
Why
yeah,
not
it
just
takes,
walk
like
it?
you said, it takes 3 days.
Yeah, I opted to pay for the shuttle thing because it actually is like a guy who stands like holds a sign with your name on it. I always wanted to be one of those people where they're like,
Well, you had a Sophie
ABF over here. So it's like $26 instead of $6.
Oh, jeez. No, mine was 75 for my hotel for the first night because I searched online everywhere. I could not find any rooms in the hotel we're staying at. And I even called the company, the phone number I had on the website, and they said, "Oh, no, sorry, sir, we have no hotels there or no rooms here." I'm like, "Is there anything nearby?" Yep, right across or right down the road. I said, "Okay,
There's
perfect."
a dumpster across the street. Good
Yeah.
luck.
Yep.
So I'm staying at a 5-star hotel and casino.
There's a
For
casino in
$200.
it?
Yeah,
No kidding.
like, that's what it said. Maybe a casino means something different. in Egypt.
It's
I-
one
I-
slot
sure
machine
does.
in the lobby.
There'll be princes and sheiks in there. Maybe I'll get some oil money rolling.
Are their sheets going to be Egyptian cotton?
Right?
Everything's con there.
No, the casino is just like cockfighting in the lobby, and that's it.
It's probably going to be like an American themed.
It's not the
hotel.
cockfighting that we're thinking.
Yeah, Jeff's real favorite type of cockfighting.
Yo, Debbie, what's up?
It's a Debbie. Watch out for those devil horns. Oh boy. All right. We got some tech news here we're going to get into. ABF.
Mhm.
How big is your largest TV you have in your house?
And does size
Uh,
matter?
75 inches.
75? Oh, I need to get a bigger TV. Mine's a 50-inch.
Oh, yeah, same size does
See,
matter.
I got a 75
Yeah,
too.
the older I get, this is nice because I can see it, but 2
That's
years
only a
from now,
65.
Well, 2 years from now, I won't be able to read this anymore.
I am a
Yes.
LG OLED ally.
Oh,
Oh,
LG OLED.
fancy.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
right.
see, I don't got money, so I buy the
Plus
cheap shit.
IA, I think, is at the end of that.
What am I? No, I'm Samsung. Samsung supremacy.
I like Samsung
Mm,
products, but
I do not.
I'm not gonna lie. That one's a 65 Hisense, and then I have a 75 Hisense, and they're actually pretty good, especially for the price.
Well, and that's cost value. I think Hisense is
That's why I like
relatively
Hisense. You
decent,
get you get good bang for your buck out of the Hisense.
I wear contacts. I don't need to wear my glasses, Wiggly.
I
Only wear them when I take my contacts out. So what's the largest size TV that you can buy in 2025?
I bet
if I had to guess,
It's
it's
gotta
gonna be
be-
fucking.
It's gonna be like 180.
Are we gonna say like an actual TV or like a projector screen? Kind of like
Nope,
you
TV.
mount it and it. Okay, physical TV you can pick up and carry.
Well, a couple years ago, Samsung had the wall that
Mm-hmm.
was, I think, 100 inches, 120, something like that.
Well, that
maybe?
was like just theoretical because I think those were just like modular plates you could put together and you could technically infinitely make a large TV with it.
I think
That'd be cool.
that you might be right about that. But Hisense also makes I think Hisense makes a 95-inch straight TV.
I think Linus just did one with like a 200-inch TV,
This is
like
the
a one of one.
biggest set you'll be able to get your hands on in 2025 is the LG DV LED 589-inch
What
dual
the
4K Ultra HD Ultra Stretch LED wall.
That's
I don't think it's necessary.
589 inches.
who the fuck has a wall that big?
No shit.
well,
You got to
I'm just
build a
saying,
house around
maybe
it.
If you're like have like a
If you
courtyard for a movie theater.
a Great Wall of China, like
Yeah, see that the wall 146 inch, like I
Yeah.
think you'd have problems putting that anywhere in your house to begin with.
No shit. Well, like I said, you have to build a house around it because you can imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine buying a 149-inch TV and being like, "Yeah, we gotta try to rope this through some hallways and doorways
Yeah.
to
Well,
get this in the
also,
living room."
so I like audio video a lot, and I have my own 5.1 setup, and you get to a point where the TV is so large that your center channel keeps getting pushed down to where you can't hear in the center of the screen as easily. You know what I mean? So it actually can ruin your setup when your screen is too big.
Yeah, no, I think a 70-inch would be perfect for me.
I like the 75.
Yeah.
It depends on how big the room is too.
Yeah, the
when-
wall
when-
that my TV's on, it's actually quite big. I can
mean-
fit a huge TV there. I mean, I was looking at it the other day. I'm looking at it. I'm thinking that TV's really small for what it is. I sit on my couch and it's just too far away. I can hardly read what I'm trying to do. I'm like, yeah, I need a bigger TV.
Well,
Then
the
you
I
Right.
like I like to be engulfed in what I'm watching.
Yeah, the easiest thing to do is just push your seating arrangement closer, and then it's fine.
Yeah.
No,
It
you
just
can't do
depends on
that,
how
though.
far away you want to sit from the TV.
That's what I said though. I think room size and your setup depends on
Yeah.
what size TV you should have.
And then you go to like
Exactly.
Sam's Club and you walk in there and they have like the 95-inch TV and you're like, God, that looks so small in here. But you're in a fucking warehouse.
Yeah.
And then you're like, maybe I should go bigger.
And then you buy that 95-inch TV and
You
try to
bring it
stick it in
home.
your living room.
And you're like, well, that's way too big.
And then you're like, God damn, I got to turn my head.
So you can get a Samsung 110-inch 2K version of the wall for $70,000. If you're trying to keep the cost below $50,000, Samsung's 115-inch QN90F 4K OLED for $27,000 is one option. You can get the LG 97-inch G5 4K OLED for $25,000.
That's a brand new car in some places.
Okay,
That's a house.
Andrew, me and you both know somebody that has the Hisense 95-inch, and I think it was like $2,000.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
So I mean, go with the Hisense. God damn, $2,000 versus
You're here for the picture quality.
$50,000.
Oh, it says right there, Hisense 100-inch mini LED is
$18.99.
$18.99.
yeah. So right there, buy the Hisense.
well, I used to work at Circuit City back in the day before they went bankrupt.
Oh,
It was-
allegedly. Were you a manager?
Were you a
No,
manager?
I was
Regional
a sales
manager?
floor. I was a commissioned salesman. So the more I sold, the more money I made. And one of the things that they introduced while I was there in 2002, this is how old I am, by the way, is they brought in the first plasma TV, and it was a 50-inch TV, and it was $29,999 in
That's a lot of money
2002.
back
Like,
then.
it's like, do you want a Corvette or do you want that? Because that's how much Corvettes were back then. You know,
Well, I remember plasma TVs being the big rage, and all of a sudden it's
They
like
failed.
2 years down the road, you got the plasma burn-ins, and everyone's like, "I spent all my money on this," and you're like, "Oh,
What wasn't even just that too? The plasmas, you had to like sit direct center for all the colors to be right. Because if you sat off to the side, the colors would be weird and dark.
Yeah.
You'd have dark and
It-
light spots in it.
if you mount it incorrectly, the plasma doesn't settle correctly, and then also after 10 years, like the plasma gas just naturally leaks out of it, and your TV is useless.
yeah, all that money."
I remember
Just
the
like-
funny.
Oh, I was gonna say, not to interrupt you there, Jeff, but
You
remember
always
when
do,
the
it's okay.
what was it, HD versus Blu-ray back in the day?
HD DVD, yeah.
Yeah. And everybody thought the HD DVDs were going to be the ones that took off, and then they
Now
just
it's
sucked.
4K.
Well, I was
then,
an
everything went
Xbox
to Blu-ray.
360 person at the time, and they
Yeah,
had
so
the
we-
add-on HD DVD player because they thought
Yep.
it was going to be not Blu-ray also because they were
Yep.
competing with
And
Sony.
then PlayStation
Sony-
3 went with the
Sony
Blu-ray
Blu-ray.
instead.
Yep.
And then Blu-ray took off, turned out to be a better product.
I don't think I've ever been to a Circuit City.
I've never been to
I
a
was a
Circuit
regional
City.
manager.
Yeah.
You can go back.
So was I. And then I also was a regional man. I was also a district manager of Blockbuster and CEO
Mm-hmm.
of Radio Shack.
Can't prove any of it.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
That's just what I put on my resume.
Yeah.
I think everybody needs to work retail in their life just to get a different perspective on things.
Same thing with like food.
Yeah.
Somewhere in
Service
food,
industry in
fast
general.
food service. Just yeah.
Go bartend or wash dishes or cook for a year or two. I think that should be a requirement for anyone.
Yep.
Any corporation, I think that the CEOs should have to work the actual field side of it.
Well, a
They
lot of
did
them, unless
for so
they're
many years.
voted in by a board, if they're the original, like
No, believe me, the company I used to work for that we all know about,
Mhm.
nobody higher up than technician actually ever did changed windows.
because they were all investors and board members.
No, they would hire managers from other types of jobs because they didn't want people that knew how to do the job to be managers. They wanted them to follow their books from corporate.
Undercover Boss, fantastic show.
So
is a
they-
good show.
so the manager would come from Home Depot and then get trained in never knowing how to do a windshield, but how to manage.
It's a great business model.
It is. It's guess what? It's working out real good for them because their turnover rate is fucking terrible.
But that's how you keep the peasants, okay? Peasant.
Well,
But it's because there were so many managers that used to do glass that would let things slide because they knew the industry that they wanted to start training people
why isn't that
to
on
do
stage?
things.
Oh,
Oh my
geez.
God.
Too
That was
much.
a terrible idea. Jeff,
There it is. I couldn't
Anyway.
get it to stage. Willie, I know you're the motorhead in the group.
yeah,
Let's
we don't
take
do
this.
much
I
car
gotta-
stuff on this show.
Say quick.
We do.
Um,
We do.
I can talk car stuff.
Well, I've only been in the field for
Mr. Finger, do you,
20 fucking years.
do you do anything about the vehicles, the cars, and the things and the stuffs?
Well, I know that the Allison transmission is like one of the heaviest duty transmissions for the Chevy pickup truck.
Yeah, so Allison transmissions are very good, and they used to be equipped with GM Duramaxes and other 3/4 tons or 1-ton trucks, and it was kind of the staple for like if you wanted a good automatic transmission and a 3/4 ton, half-ton truck, or a 3/4 ton, 1-ton truck. GM used to equip them with the Allison transmissions. However, recently, this is like a whole thing that's I think is detrimental to GM. I don't know if they did this for cheapness or what. So all the new pickups will say Allison transmissions. They are not an Allison transmission. They are a 10-speed transmission designed by GM in-house. But they still
so it's a
carry-
name only.
Yeah, so they took the Allison name and stuck it on their trucks so that people thought that it was Allison transmissions, but none of the design is actually by Allison. It's all GM. And now these 10 speeds are failing at a pretty substantial rate.
That's one of the things that plagued Dodge for the longest time. They had transmission problems, and the transmissions were failing before the warranty was up, and they patched it with software so that your vehicle would fail just outside the warranty window.
Yep. But now I think the biggest problem here is, and consumers are mad because, yeah, I'll take one, Jeff. People were buying. So GM right now is really struggling with gas engines, I think, personally. And actually, everybody knows that. They have so many recalls, service bulletins because their gas engines are failing, mostly due to their active fuel management systems. They took a good engine and it failed trying to make emissions quotas, which isn't GM's fault realistically. But now you've already got a company that's struggling to make a good gas engine, reliable gas engine. And the one good thing you could get with it was the transmission. You used to be able to still get a Duramax with an Allison transmission. So you still had a very reliable pickup. But now that they're not equipped with Allison transmissions, now you can't buy anything that's really reliable from them.
Yeah.
And the consumers are mad because, like I said, they were buying a truck with that Allison badge thinking that it was made by Allison. And now all of a sudden they're having a bunch of transmission problems just to learn that that transmission was never made by Allison in the first place.
So you're saying my dad's 6.6 gasser is not an Allison transmission?
Is it a 10-speed?
I'd assume so.
It is not a.
It's got the Allison badge on it.
It is not an Allison transmission. GM is actually getting. Allison's actually pulling their co-op with GM, and they are retroactively having GM pull Allison badges off pickups.
And so
It's
anything
probably-
that's on the lot that's not sold, they have to go back and pull all the badges off.
Yep.
Well, yeah, if
That-
they're
that-
failing, it's gonna make Allison
Allison look bad.
have a bad
Oh,
name.
yeah.
So that's why they want to stop.
That's
Yeah.
why Allison wants their name off of them, because this transmission's failing so terribly that
No
Allison.
kidding.
Yep, and it, like I said, none of the design input was from Allison themselves.
How can you
Yeah.
legally do that in the first place?
That's what I said. That's
It's-
why consumers are mad, because, like I
Oh,
said,
yeah.
they were buying that truck thinking that that transmission was designed by Allison, but it is not.
Well,
That is a
uh,
GM
It's
in-house.
a long-term partnership. That's like eventually like 10 years. They're like, hey, we got a good track record. We just keep going. They forget about it. 20 years, like, hey, there's a problem. You're like, I don't remember any input in this. And they're like, okay, now we need to take it off. Look at what happened. And
yeah, I grew up a GM guy my entire life, and I was pretty big motorhead in like the early 2000s. I would mess around with LS motors a lot, and the transmission was always the first thing to fail.
The
'Cause I like-
460, the 46
The-
LE.
Yeah, the 4060 and the 4080. So we would have to take those and have them built up and put back in, stuff like that. Because I like doing drag racing at the strip. Automatic was just better with the torque converter, set up. So
Mm.
I
but,
learn more about you every day.
what's that?
I said I learn more and more about you every day. Now you're doing drag racing.
Well, I used to
No,
run
using
a
to make
online
clothes,
parts
not
shop.
drag racing.
What was that, ABF?
I used to run an online parts shop for LS motors.
No shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
LS swapped the world.
Exactly.
But that's a perfect example right there. That 5.3 LS is an absolute banger of an engine. And it was
the 5.3 was the LT. The 5.7 was the LS.
no 5.3 is also an LS.
No, LS1 was a 5.7.
It was discontinued. The 350 Vortec was discontinued in 99 or whatever, and then it was a 5.3 LS. It was aluminum heads, aluminum block. The 5.3 LT is cast iron block with cast iron heads. But the LS version of the 5.3 back in, I don't even know a year. But yeah, the 5.7's a 350. That was never a LS engine.
Right, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The LS1 was a 5.7.
What's in my truck?
No, LS
5.3.
one was I think you're thinking of the LT one.
Nope. The 5.7 was a LS motor, LS1, and then the the LS2 was a 6.0. The LS3 was a 6.2. LS7, my favorite engine, is a 427. 7 liter.
LS3 I thought was 5.3 liter.
No.
I don't
This
know.
is
You
definitely
don't
Willie's
say.
autism. But I do miss being able to work on stuff with your hands and just
Yep. I was gonna say, my
But the
son-
350 Chevy engine was never an LS motor.
Well, it's not technically a 350. It was like a 346,
327.
347, something like that.
327,
Mm,
which
I
equals out to
It's-
5.3 liters.
this is already just
hold
I know
on.
this is I'm not saying I'm 100% right here. I thought I know they made a 6.0 LS and I know they make a 6.2 liter LS, but the 6.2 is relatively new. 6.2 liter came out in 2013, 14. Might have been a little bit sooner in the Camaros and Corvettes.
Yeah, here you go.
yeah.
I'll share my screen if you want to pull it up.
Oh, let's
Good
see.
old Wikipedia.
Yeah, I love it. We can do
see.
that.
Let's say I can Google search all the
Can
things,
you
but
zoomer in her?
This is the LS1.
LS1.
Ran from
Was-
97 to 2007.
Oh, it started in
45.
97. What was the displacement? 5.7 liters?
5.7.
Oh, so that was the 350 then, wasn't it?
It's a 346, the 345.
Yeah, so I think they
7.
called it the 350 because it was
Mhm.
close.
I knew
Yep.
you guys would get along.
Hey, I was wrong.
Oh
No, I know.
well,
I'm being honest. I knew you guys would get along.
Well, as soon as he said he sold LS parts, so I'm pretty sure he knows more about them than I do.
Yeah, I sold LS parts for for like probably 10 years. So, catbacks, intakes, long tube headers. We even sold superchargers and rear mount turbos, stuff like that. So,
Ooh, Whipples.
yep.
Or what
We sold Magnuson, and we sold what was the rear mount turbo setup? That was a cool setup. I can't remember the name.
Oh, I don't know about them ones.
Yeah. They go in the rear of the vehicle underneath, attached to the exhaust, and then it sends the air all the way forward. So they can stay
Would
really
that be
cool.
a centrifugal supercharger?
That's a bad idea.
No,
No, that was a
centrifugal
turbo.
ran off the. What's that?
It was a twin turbo setup, was the rear mount turbo.
Oh, I thought you were talking about superchargers still. That's why I was
Yeah,
getting confused.
we sold those too from Magnuson.
Yeah. So you did twin turbos, you got the compound, or you have I can't think of the word right now. Compound is when you have a smaller turbo feeding a bigger turbo, right?
Something like that. It's been a while since I've done it.
Yeah, and then you got the other, you can have two of the same size turbos, each bank feeding each bank.
Right.
And I can't remember what that one's called. That's what I was trying to think
turbos are cool because you basically use lost energy from the exhaust to ram it back into the engine again.
of. It's actually more efficient with a turbocharger than a supercharger because a supercharger takes horsepower to make horsepower.
Exactly.
But do you ever see that guy with
gas.
he's got a Buick Grand National GNX and he did a supercharger and a turbo setup on it?
Oh, I've never heard of that. That's cool.
Yeah, so because the advantage of the supercharger is you can build boost faster because you don't have to have exhaust pressures.
Yep.
Well, RPM driven. So somehow he tuned it so that he could get the low end boost off the supercharger and then get the high end when the exhaust built up for the turbocharger.
Yeah, that's
It was
cool.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought. Anyway.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
To blow your load.
No.
Yeah.
I think me
He blew his
ABF,
load
I
3
think me and
times
ABF
already.
can get along just fine.
Yeah. Well,
He blew his load before the show. Now he's blowing it now. He's just like, yeah.
my first LS1, I still have it. It's on the side of my house, but it's a GM product, so it's rotting. Is a 2002 Pontiac WS6 Trans Am.
Oh, you got WS6?
Oh boy.
What have you done?
It's got the Meekum fire chicken on the hood of it too.
You got the Screaming Chicken?
Yep. And then in my garage, which doesn't, I need to pull it out now that it's cool out again. I have a 1973 Pontiac Trans Am with a 455 in it.
Oh, nice. I'm a huge Trans Am fan.
Yeah,
I
me
love.
too.
There's not a single Trans Am that I don't like body style wise.
He also gets confused with the trans community. Big fan of them.
Okay, funny story. I actually last time I was driving it, some dude pulls up in like an Oldsmobile, black guy, and he's all, "Hey man, what does Trans Am stand for?" And I'm like, "You son of a!" We're both
Trans
laughing
across
our asses
America.
off, and I'm like, "Man, no one knows what a freaking Pontiac is anymore. This sucks."
Is this is this Dr. Seuss Trans I Am? No, there's so many slept on Pontiacs, like the Pontiac G8, which was just the G6, but it was I think a 6.0 V8.
Well, it was the G8 was the Australian car, which was called it was a Vauxhall something 8, because the V8 supercars are or no, what do they call it? The V8 Australian race. I can't remember, but they like their V8s. Yeah, but that was one of the popular ones.
Debbie.
Well, they have the G8 in America, but it was basically the G6. But I think it was a 6.0 V8 dropped into them.
Yeah, and the GTO was also an Australian car that they just slapped a Pontiac logo onto.
I know Mike wants those pics in the Discord.
Mike.
Wait, wasn't GTO the first Pontiac muscle car?
Well, no, I'm saying the one from like 2003 to 2006.
Oh yeah. Okay, that era GTO.
Yep.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, it was basically.
It just looks like a boring kind of
I love them actually, though. I think
they're
cool
great.
car.
Really heavy car though.
It is. But same with the Catfish Camaros. Another slept-on car.
I used to race those things a lot.
Yeah, you used to be able to buy them
That's awesome.
super cheap, and they were making pretty decent power.
I was a bad boy. I used to go around street racing all night.
Oh, were you a bad boy?
Oh, yeah.
Bad boy.
Thank you, Abigail.
I did jail time one time for
What?
for speeding. Yeah.
Pinks or what? For pinks?
26 and a 25.
Goddamn Fast and the Furious for real over here.
I got caught doing 110 in a 45.
Alec Baldwin's
Oh,
finger.
Jesus. Oh, you got the same driving record. So you got Alec Baldwin's finger and his driving record.
Well, I didn't hit any trees, so
Didn't hit any trees
Oh, shit.
yet.
Yeah.
Rebel without a finger.
that's awesome.
Oh, Mike. Yes. All right. So we're going to be shifting gears here.
So to speak.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Yep, absolutely. Once again, I want to bring up Abigail. Thanks for joining us, and thank you for the safe trip. Yes.
I hope he has a terrible trip.
Dude,
Unsafe.
I'm going to a Muslim, well, I should say me and ABF, among others, we're going to a Muslim country as white Americans. So we'll see how it goes.
Do not recommend.
Do not redeem.
I was just thinking that.
All right. So nostalgia has been gripping media for
The millennials.
quite a while now. How millennials, Y2K nostalgia is fueling this new round of TV revivals, including Scrubs, Buffy, and Malcolm in the Middle. All very, very bad ideas.
It is, because they were
Agreed.
great shows. And as much as I'd love to see them shows continued, they're just going to ruin them.
Just let them
been
die.
too long.
They should have let them
Nope.
die.
I don't think it's been too long. They're just going to have shitty writing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They should just let them be where they're at. Never touch them again.
Yeah.
The golden age of television was in the like 2000, was it like 2006 to like 2010, somewhere in that range.
Oh, easily.
It's
Yeah.
They had a lot of good shows coming out
No,
then.
maybe
like-
before that is when did Lost come out? 2003, 2004?
Oh, dude, the Lost Days were so much fun. You would
Yep.
watch an episode, have to wait an entire week to find out what happens next, and that's all anybody at work can talk about. And you're
Yep.
just like speculate.
and
We
they
had
kept
such
throwing
fun
you for a
times.
loop
Because you
and
never found out
nobody knew.
shit.
Yeah,
Like, the
nobody
next
knew
week
what-
would come up and then it'd be like some different arc.
It's
And
funny.
you're like, fuck.
What's
Dude, what's
funny
in the
is-
hatch?
Yeah. Oh man, the hatch was amazing. But what's funny is you said the people at work would be talking about it. Here's me. My aunt would tape it on VHS for me
Yep.
because I was too young to stay up till 9 o'clock to watch it.
Oh my God.
Man, I remember having
Yep.
a tape deck.
Do you remember the first days of
VHS.
TiVo? You're like, oh my God, I can
Yeah.
record shows live.
Yep.
And you're like,
Yep, TiVo and then
What?
DVR and all that. Now
Mhm.
it's just streaming.
yeah, no shit. But I absolutely love
Again, so why
Scrubs, and
revive them? We have streaming. Just go back, watch them when they're in the prime.
Exactly. I mean, every time I see something about Supernatural getting renewed for a new season or a spinoff, I'm just like, no, stop.
Part of it too is that they want culture to move on. And if you go back and watch some of these older shows, one of the more popular ones on streaming is Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Well, you go back and watch Seinfeld and realize that you can't make that in today.
No,
It's way too edgy, and it jokes about stuff you're not allowed to joke about. I don't think they want people exposed to that anymore.
And that's
I think that's part of the problem too with them remaking these shows is because they're not going to write them in the same fashion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
no, I mean any offensive humor, even if it's not even that offensive, just slightly offensive, or it's just how people actually talked to each other. Because Seinfeld, Friends, all that stuff, that's just how people talk to each other. And either
Yeah.
they talk to each other like that before or after they watch a show. It started somewhere. So
Mhm.
if they made a show with dialogue that we use on our daily lives, at our jobs especially, or even around our friends and family, we'd be canceled after the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to tone it down just for this stuff.
Yeah, no shit.
Like sometimes someone will say something edgy, and I just think of a Seinfeld episode. Like,
Well, it's
I'm
just
not going to say the actual term, but when you give something to someone and take it back,
Yep.
you know, that that episode on Seinfeld with the Indian was
No
freaking
soup for you?
hilarious.
What was that character's name?
He was
Kramer?
the soup man.
The soup man.
Soup man.
Oh, the soup mustache guy.
Yeah. with German heritage.
Yeah, Friends is pretty good too. I think that Seinfeld was better.
Honestly,
There's a couple good ones.
Seinfeld's got some zingers and Friends got some zingers, but as a show as a whole, I never really got into either of them.
Yeah.
Seinfeld,
Married with Children. Want to go back even further? Dude,
I
there were
love
some
Married
good
with
ones
Children.
out
I
there.
think my parents loved
Fantastic.
that. I know my parents, my dad especially loved Seinfeld, Becker.
Yeah.
What was the one with Kelsey Grammer? That was Frasier.
Oh, Frasier. Frasier
Yep.
was great. Yeah.
Frasier was a spin-off
Fr-
of Cheers.
But Frasier's like a smart one. That was like Big Bang Theory before Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory is actually, if you think about it, just makes fun of actual nerds.
Yes.
But see,
Big
back then you
Bang
could do a
Theory-
spin-off of a popular show because you could write it in the same fashion. Whereas today, now they're doing spin-offs just to try to pull more money, and the writing is just fucking terrible.
I forget where I heard this. I think it was some like mini documentary episode on YouTube, but basically they could trace woke stuff back to Glee and the Big Bang Theory. Like that's when things started to turn, was because of the things that they were doing within the show.
But the Big Bang Theory, I think, is good.
I enjoy it. I mean, there's some things.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. There's some things that aren't great, but as a whole, as a show, I think the pacing is good. I think the comedy is good. And
Before I started understanding actual like sci-fi nerd culture and actually becoming a bit of a nerd myself, I thought it was funny.
It's a
But then
good
I
place
started-
to start, I guess. But
Yeah.
once you're exposed to it, it only gets worse as it goes on.
Yeah, and then you're like, they're digging on me.
And then they start injecting like social justice into
It
the
is,
show.
yeah, but that's
Yeah.
the later. And
Yeah,
that's,
the earlier
I stopped
seasons
watching
were
it.
good. Yeah, I mean, like,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
oh, that's right, February 25th.
Slay.
Sarah Michelle Gellar returns as part of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer sequel
Slay.
series with Chloe Zhao. That's
Angel.
Angel's
I still need to
same,
watch all that.
Yeah. That was a
Milk
good
in the
one.
Middle. You can't remake that because it was literally just him and his brothers growing up. You
I
cannot remake
loved
that.
Malcolm in the Middle. That was I
Oh, you watched it
absolutely love
every
that
time
show.
it was on. Every night
You
it was
can.
on.
It would just be 3 kids sitting in front of an iPad.
But
That's
again,
where
you can't
Brian
write that show
Cranston-
because the way the mom like yelled at the boys, be like, "Oh no, you can't yell at your
Oh,
kids."
Prison Break, dude. That was big.
I
Oh,
never watched it.
Community.
I couldn't get into that show either.
Severely
Okay.
disliked it.
Community was the better version of the Big Bang Theory. There's actually more
I do.
like nerdy cultural references in it than the Big
Yeah.
Bang
Community,
Theory.
is that the
as a
one with
whole.
I'm trying to
Yes.
think of the name.
Yes, all of them.
Yep.
Yep,
He
that's the
also
one.
raps.
Yep, that's the
And
one.
despite the name Desperate Housewives, like that was actually like a pretty well written show.
Oh, my dad loved that show.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have said that on air.
It's not. It's not. It's
He
not.
gonna
What it
get
sounds
rid of
like,
it.
is what he
I
just
don't
said.
care if I sound gay. Like it was pretty entertaining. My parents started watching it, and I'd sit down and watch it with them, and I was like, "Oh, this is actually pretty good."
You
Well,
already
my
talked-
guilty pleasure
Once
is New
again, I
Girl.
was too young.
he already talked about driving around in a Trans
Yeah.
Am. I mean, we're at that point now.
But no, another show that sounds like a girl show but is fantastic is New Girl.
New Girl.
Girl's fantastic.
New
New
Girl,
Girl
is,
was I watched that one. That was pretty good.
that was such a
It
fun
took
show.
a little bit to get into, but it grew.
Mhm.
It,
It was-
did, but the
It was
characters
pretty
in it,
funny.
Yeah.
I find this funny. It says millennials are reaching that age where they're watching things because they want to pass a lot of them to their kids, and they have a lot more force as a consumer group because of their size, as well as having nostalgia. So that means show them the original shows.
That's-
Don't make
No,
sequels and
correct.
spin-offs.
That does mean that. But you know what?
Yeah.
You know what hurts me the most is when I show my kids a
Being
show
so
that I
close.
loved, and they're like, "This sucks." I'm like,
Yeah, well,
You know why? Because they see the stuff that's made nowadays.
they do. They're so used to like all this like flashy shit, like, and they're like, "This is boring." I'm like, "This is Power Rangers. This is the shit. Like, this is corny." I'm like, "What happened to kids?
what do you even know what corny
What
is?
happened to kids?"
You don't use a wooden spoon. That's what happened.
Yeah, no shit.
Another show people won't recommend in those articles would be like Home Improvement and stuff
Oh,
like
I
that.
it's such a good show.
love Home Improvement.
But they won't recommend it because it's Tim Allen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What? But isn't his new show doing actually pretty well?
Was
the
that
one with
Shifting Gears?
yeah,
That's
Shifting
what I've
Gears.
heard.
Yeah,
I've
I thought
heard that.
I thought I heard it was doing really well.
I'm sure it is. Anything with Tim Allen's usually pretty good.
Same with what's that other show? Outdoorsman.
I think that one got canceled.
It did. Well,
Great
it did
Outdoors.
end.
No. What was that show?
But that's
I know what you're talking about. That.
yeah. But that show did really well.
Uh-oh.
But I mean, there's not really anything in the last like 10 years that I would consider something I would show my kids. Like I honestly can't think of anything. Can you guys think of anything? Like even the
No,
last
last
20
10
years, maybe.
years?
or last 15 years?
Listen
I
here,
don't
I'm
know.
watching kids shows left and right. I like the cartoon that I like nowadays for kids is Bluey.
A lot of people like that. It sounds like.
I mean, I was enjoying
It's-
Blue for a little bit.
Bluey is I love
Dude,
it.
As an
34.
adult, that's what I'm saying. As,
I'm an
as a-
adult and I
as a
enjoy that
middle-aged
cartoon.
Man, that was enjoyable for some parts.
You know, I started watching Adventure Time again the other day.
No,
Oh,
I like
Adventure
that.
Time? I love Adventure
But
Time.
that's definitely a little bit more
But I think that's older
mature.
than 10 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And also,
Idaho
you know,
Mike,
so that's
Silicon
about
Valley was
3-year-old.
great.
Silicon Valley was fantastic. But
Uh,
never watched
some
any
of the
of it.
actors in it are insufferable, but they were funny back then.
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Again, that's one of those shows where it kind of grew into it, and you're like, okay, can they keep this going?
Yep.
Not really, but
You know
Like
what's another
that,
show that everybody raves about that I never got into was Weeds.
Weeds was pretty good. I watched that one.
the first
couldn't get
couple
into it.
seasons of Weeds, it reminded me of the zombie show, Walking Dead.
Oh, Walking Dead.
Where
Walking Dead.
you-
The first
you
season
start
was
off
good.
and you're like, oh, this is a good show, and then the season ends, and then they start the next season. Oh, we're in a new location, and then it ends. We have to leave this location. Next season, oh, we're in a new location. We have to leave this location, and it just repeated
Yep.
itself. And I was like,
By season, I think
Get outta here.
6 of The Walking Dead, I cashed out.
it was a rinse.
I
and
think
Six or
repeat.
seven.
I was gonna say I think I made it to about the same part, and I'm like, this show's just getting terrible.
It
Yeah.
got. I mean, it killed off all the people I cared about, and none of the new characters really had any weight behind them.
Yeah, no shit.
I was just
I
stuck
get
in there
starting off
longer
like
than I
a
should have.
what's that?
I stuck in there longer than I should have. I have like a prepper mind, and it kind of hit that part of my brain to where I liked watching it. So
Hmm.
Well, I really enjoyed the first couple seasons, but then, like I said, it just turned into like Jeff said, you can only kill so many like main characters that you care about, like for dramatic effect. But when they're all gone, you're just like this. I have to try to like these new characters that don't mesh, I guess, together
and
as
then
well.
new character dies within
There you go,
3
Debbie.
episodes.
Yeah.
Eh.
Debbie,
That's true,
I
than
hate
us.
to inform you, it only goes downhill from there.
Oh,
There's like
With-
15 spin-offs of it now too.
I was gonna say
Oh,
there's
God.
10 seasons. I'm more surprised.
Fear the
There's
Walking
like
Dead.
15 seasons, I think, of that.
Dude,
Yeah, Fear the Walking Dead. I enjoyed that for the 3 seasons I think I watched.
Yeah, but if I made a blanket statement that said that Fear the Walking Dead is not good and the acting in it is horrible, you'd agree with me, right?
Yeah.
But it's still
Bunch of
I can't
California
look
kids.
away. I don't know what it is about that show. It's so bad, but I keep
Because
watching.
that's a show where you want the characters to die.
Yeah, but it's kind of like some of them bad movies. 'Cause we were going to do an episode about bad movies that we all
You
like.
do.
But there's some bad movies where the acting's terrible, it's corny, it's cheesy,
Yeah.
but you still just love it.
See, like I said, Abigail, the first few seasons I really enjoyed because we make it a weekly thing where me and my friends that I went to school with, we'd meet up at someone's house, and every week we'd watch it. So it was kind of became a routine thing. And then they had Chris Hardwick's Talking Dead afterwards when they started doing that,
Yep.
and I thoroughly enjoyed that too. But
Yeah, it was actually entertaining. You know, and when you go back and think about it, though, that Talking Dead show actually had really, really good ratings, almost as good as the
Yeah.
show itself, which is crazy because that's basically the first form of like a podcast.
I was just gonna
Before
say,
they,
kind of
they
like
didn't realize it was a podcast. You know what
No.
I mean?
that's kind of the precursor of what we're doing right
Oh,
now.
and then they started going off with the Game of Thrones had one. Pretty much every show
Yep.
since then has had something.
But that's
Yep.
the other problem too with them shows is somebody sees somebody's
Lost
success
it,
in a spin-off or podcast style, and they're like, we got to capitalize on that. And then everybody starts doing it, and then everybody gets washed out on it because everybody's doing the same shit.
Just like I think
Mhm.
we should have started doing this stuff 5 years ago.
Yep.
Starship Trooper.
I was
and
too busy
Sumo.
still doing dumb shit 5 years ago.
Oh, there's only one Starship Troopers.
There is only one Starship Trooper.
I just watched that the other day. No, I also watched Tremors the other day.
Oh,
Oh,
Tremors
dude.
is amazing. We
Tremors
need to do,
is one of my favorites.
we
in
need
fact,
to do like a
I like the-
5-hour Tremors series. Movie
I
series
only like
review.
the first Tremor.
That's what I'm saying. The intro with Kevin Bacon trying to pound in that like fence, and he's just over there like 30 swings. He's like, then he walks away. I'm like, okay, buddy.
Yeah, using
I-
the world's smallest hammer to pound in a fence post.
I was very much inspired by Tremors. I think it was Tremors 2. M82. Bert had that, right?
Yep.
And he also had an M35A2 Army personnel carrier. I bought one of those one time off of eBay for $3,000 in
Nice.
Maryland, and I
Send-
drove it. I drove it 3,000 miles back to Arizona because they didn't do any of the government liquidation stuff on the West Coast, so you had to
Yeah.
go get them, and it only did 57 miles an hour.
Yep.
No AC.
No AC. And it's got one of those like
tape stuck in the
springy
player.
seats.
Yes. Abigail, we knew you
Is
liked
that
it. We
the
liked you.
was that the one that you could run on? It was like biodiesel too, so you could cut oil, motor oil, and gasoline.
Yeah, it
Like
was a
50-50
multi-fuel
and-
engine, and I
Yep.
I would just dump used motor oil in there and just
Yeah,
regular
just let her go.
gasoline and whatever you wanted to get rid of.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know this, but the original creators of Tremors, I believe they got the rights back to the movies.
Oh, I think I
So-
read that. Yeah.
Yep. So if they want to continue, they can either make a reboot or a new side story. They're talking about trying to bring Kevin Bacon back for the past few years.
Oh boy.
So we'll
I
see.
think they should just they should say that like the first 2, maybe 3 movies are canon, and then go from there. That's what they should do.
Yeah. The only
Maybe.
downside though is Michael Gross is getting so old.
Yeah.
Fun
No.
fact while we're on it too with military vehicles. I love how they have so many laws for emissions, but no government vehicle is equipped with emissions controls.
It's true. Yep. Where's Greta Thunberg on the U.S. military?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All U.S. government vehicles, not even just the military vehicles, just government vehicles. Like if you buy a diesel, they don't come with DEF. They don't come with EGRs. None of that.
Excellent.
They are exempt from having any of those emissions devices.
Rules for thee, not for me.
Yep.
Pretty much. Speaking of bad ideas, V for Vendetta TV series in the works at HBO.
See, this is where I'm like, that world has such a potential to be so good, but again, it's going to be shittily written
Well,
by some shitty writer and directors.
Isn't James Gunn taking
Yeah,
the
there it
lead?
is.
Yeah.
James Gunn's doing it? It's going to suck.
Things are too political for them to make a good story out of it.
Yeah.
It is. The whole point of that show or movie was that it was kind of poking fun and jabs at all the political correctness and
Yeah. If
politicians in the world.
If a left winger writes the movie, right wingers are going to hate it. If a right winger writes the movie, left wingers are going to hate it. No one's going to be happy if you make this.
Yeah. There's no in
No.
between on anarchy or overthrowing governments at all.
No.
Yep.
And the beauty of the first one was it was just a what if kind of situation if politics or politicians went this
I want
far.
to say it's a what if.
It's not a what if. It was
it's
like
We're
a-
getting pretty close.
Close.
Yeah, it was an exaggerated form of politics, which we're actually getting real close to
I
now.
would say it's not exaggerated. I think it's like an alternate timeline kind of thing, but
HBO and DC Studios
Yeah.
declined to comment. Imagine
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So
because
again,
they know
they're gonna push a wokeness to it, which defeats the whole purpose of it.
I mean, we already seen this play out in The Boys.
Yep.
that
How terrible they can completely
well,
twist and
even
ruin
the Gen
something.
V or what Gen was it Gen V?
Gen V.
That went
Yeah.
downhill so fast.
I watched the
I
first.
didn't even try
season.
watching it.
Just so many dicks.
That's what I'm saying. It just I get it, equality and stuff, but at some point, like there's no tits in the show. It's all dick.
Yep.
There's no equality.
They literally had a 35-foot tall naked chick, and they put stuff in front of all of her bits.
Yep.
But yeah, you have Alexander. What the hell's his name? That played Jack in Supernatural. He comes out and he's like a creep, and it fucking dick explodes. I'm like, I did not need to see that. I'm like, why would you do that? So yeah, it's gonna be the same thing.
Remember
It's awesome.
the 5th of November.
Yep. And
I
like
also
Abby
think-
said, if it was a prequel to the movie that dealt with November 5th, it could be good.
An actual guy.
Yep.
Oh, 100% it could be good, but at the same time too, it
Yeah.
takes away the mystery.
Yeah, and that's the thing is they keep putting prequels and sequels
'Cause there's
and
so much
mid-quels and
speculation, too, like,
prequels and all that stuff. That,
Was he superhuman? Was he not? Like it takes away that speculation.
Well,
If you
that's
know
the,
exactly what happened.
Did you guys watch the Weapons movie?
No, I
not
didn't.
yet.
Mm-mm.
Oh well,
You didn't like it.
I did not like it. Everyone said it was a good horror movie. It was more suspense for me.
I
not
heard-
scary.
All the people I know, they either thought it was, pretty good, or they hated it because of the ending.
Oh well, I just didn't. I thought it was pretty boring.
Yeah, okay.
For what I was sold as a scary movie, it did not live up to anything. But the fact that the main monster or villain in the movie is getting a prequel, I'm like, for what reason? She was in it for
Well, did you see that the gay
30
community-
seconds, maybe a minute. I'm just like, it's not.
Did you see that the gay community sees themselves in the witch
Oh,
or whatever she is?
Yeah,
That's not someone you want to really compare yourself to because they're literally wasn't she stealing children and like siphoning off their life force?
Yeah, exactly what it was. So again, that was a spoiler. Thanks, Jeff, spoiling.
Jeff Siphon's.
But
if you haven't
fine.
seen it on if you watch YouTube, you've seen already
It did, for what I was expecting as like a creepy movie and stuff, it didn't live up to it. And the fact that they're trying to make a prequel out of it, for what reason?
There's only 2 horror movies I like: Cabin in the Woods,
Fantastic.
and the first Saw.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
It was a new
I think I
concept
like-
at the time.
I think I liked Saw because it was interesting
Mhm.
concept.
On the older side, what is it? 13 Ghosts with Matt Lillard's in it.
Yep.
That was a good one.
That
was like the original Cabin in the Woods, kind of like a twist on things.
I actually don't like horror movies.
I don't
figured
either.
out in the last
I
few
love
years,
horror
but the only horror movie I like is I guess I like some, but the one I like the most, I guess, would be Event Horizon.
Oh, I don't know
It's a
that
good
one.
movie.
Have you seen Cabin in the Woods though?
Yep.
I love Cabin in the Woods. I don't know why.
Event Horizon is better. If you want to dabble in Warhammer 40K lore, that movie is a 40K movie that they weren't allowed to call that.
Oh, buddy.
Buddy,
Don't
you want to talk
you
about
worry.
40K?
Oh boy,
Let's
we can
not
make an
get
entire
started on
stream
40K.
40K with these two.
No.
Well, you don't know what Event Horizon is, and you're all about 40K?
No,
I mean, I've seen
I
Event
haven't
Horizon.
seen Event Horizon, but when it comes to 40K, the lore runs deep in these veins.
Well, yeah, but so Event Horizon is a ship that they installed faster than light travel onto, and it disappeared, and then it reemerges 10 years later.
Oh, so like in the warp.
So it got stuck in like the hellish 40K world, right? Yeah, that's you should check it out. It's a pretty cool movie.
Good
All right,
movie.
shit. Now I'm gonna have to watch it.
You're gonna have
Yeah, like 40K fans love that movie.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You convinced me. I'll have to watch
Check
it
it
now.
out. So we teased this at the
I gotta
beginning.
grab a beer.
And ABF, I know you talked about this on your shows this past week.
Mhm.
Steam has come out with basically a mini PC that could potentially overrun Microsoft in the future, is what we were kind of thinking.
Yeah, so Steam already had their Steam Deck come out, and they had their own software on it, which is Linux, which is very exciting because people figured out that you can emulate Windows games onto it, and it does it for you. You don't have to like know how to dabble in it.
Mm-hmm.
And people kept begging for this operating system to grow because, you know, a lot of people, especially right now, are concerned about getting rid of their Windows 10 because it's not going to get security updates anymore. And people are being forced to run with Windows 11, which has a few problems here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
What do you mean a
exciting.
few problems. It's almost every month.
Yeah, and that's why I don't do the updates when they tell me to. But I think it's exciting that we're going to have, and that this is not a console, by the way. They're calling this a personal computer, and
Which
it's going
worries
to be,
me a little bit, but
Yeah, but
Well,
doesn't this also run 4K games at 60 frames per second?
well, that's
yes.
what they say, but technically consoles do that too. But they have all kinds of crazy mojo to make that happen, which is a lot of upscaling and stuff. So
Usually you lose. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Upscaling and all that shit.
yeah,
I think this is going to run obviously
Damn.
Steam.
It runs Steam.
If this, I don't know what the price on this is yet. I've been looking at this yet.
Nobody knows.
If this comes out cheaper or on par price with consoles, even a little bit more expensive, I think it's going to destroy the console market.
I actually thought it was going to be like 650 plus, but after doing more research and listening to people on YouTube, like Moore's Law is dead. He has a lot of people talking in his ear that are like industry insiders. He said it could be priced anywhere between 450 and 650.
See,
even at
and that
650,
was my
I think
sweet
it's
spot.
better.
I said anything around 500 would definitely, it's going to take my money. But with the new consoles coming out, Xbox already said their next console is priced at like $1,000.
That's
Mhm.
ridiculous.
And they're claiming this is going to be a mini PC because you can put Windows on there if you wanted to.
Yeah, this is an
But
entry
that's no
level
longer
gaming
a
PC.
console. It's it's a laptop to a point, or a mini PC like
Yeah.
what we're running here.
Mhm.
Well-
And this, I think what we got here was, again, $600. So
And it's going to
I-
outperform the consoles, I think.
I made a tweet the other day that said, wait till people figure out the Steam machine can be used as a personal computer. And a couple people were confused by that in the comments. but it's Linux, and you can actually you can hook your microphone and your web camera up to it, and you can use it as a streaming box. Like you can run StreamYards through it because you can install Brave. You know what I mean?
You do what you want with it. Yeah.
You could do anything that you want with it because it's an unlocked PC. You can even unlock the BIOS and install Windows onto it if you really wanted to. So, so
That's
it's
what I'm
not going to
saying.
be subsidized.
You're basically going to be getting a gaming PC that you can also stream from for the same price as a console.
Well, hopefully cheaper. My fingers crossed. It's cheaper.
Even if it was a little bit more, though, I still think that it's going to hurt the console market.
Well,
huge.
the only well, never mind.
Because Xbox just went up in price to what, $600 for the new one?
and
Current
that,
Series X.
that's this one, but the next generation that's coming out is going to be like $1,200.
Well, that's why I said up to $1,200.
So you're going to pay half the
PlayStation's
price and
already
get,
$600.
do better.
I'm pretty biased when it comes to PC gaming, but if someone came up to me and said, "Hey, I want to get into gaming, what should I get?" I wouldn't steer them towards a PS5. I would steer them towards this, towards the Steam machine, because it exposes you to, I think it's like 25,000 plus games that you can play onto it.
Exactly. And if anyone's like, "Hey, should I get Xbox or PlayStation?" I'd be like, build a computer and start from
Plus,
there.
with this, if it has the capability, you can play the game and stream at the same time with ease. I mean, I don't know how it is on a console for streaming and stuff like that. But
You can get one of them.
Well,
adapters.
consoles suffer
right, but you have to
because
buy
of
all the
the
adapters.
Well, just
It's not even just the
Let me-
adapters. The performance of the console doesn't really. It suffers when you're trying to stream and play at the same time.
Yeah. Abigail, let me address, you can do that on your laptop. And in many ways, the Steam machine is basically laptop hardware. It uses laptop memory. The processor in it was designed for the Microsoft Surface. This is speculated, by the way. And Microsoft changed to ARM processors, and they basically went to Valve, and they were like, "Hey, we got this really cheap chip that we can sell you." So it's very much like a Frankenstein machine, but a lot of people don't know how to dabble. They don't want to install a new operating system. They just want something that works out of the box, kind of like Nagarnal. He has no idea how to tinker. And you just plug an HDMI cable into it and you can game on PC.
Well, and that's the other thing. I was interested in it because as much as I have the Xbox, I can play Xbox on my PC, but it's slow. It's kind of boring trying to do any of that. I'd much rather have Steam upstairs on my main TV so I can sit there, relax, and play Steam games.
Yeah.
I'm not going downstairs to my powerhouse of a PC to play Xbox. I'm down there playing Steam.
But I think what
Except that-
ABF was going with that is it's the convenience of a console, the operating system where it's just you plug it in and you play it like a console, except for you have the perks of being able to get PC access to Steam games and stuff like that.
On top of the Steam sales.
Right now, you can install Linux on any machine out there, but people don't because it's not as easy as just installing Windows. B, it doesn't integrate well with a lot of stuff because the distribution that you're using isn't widely used, so they don't do a lot of integration with all that,
different things. Yeah.
But if we can get a unified distribution like Steam OS to get really popular, which it already has from the Steam Deck, by the way, then you're going to have a unified operating system that people can use, and they're going to pump a lot of R&D into making the user experience super simple. That's what's exciting.
That's spirit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what's popular right now for Linux. Mint.
Bazite.
Bazite, is that the new one?
That's the
Mint.
one that people are making into their gaming machine.
Okay, I knew Mint was popular. I am more familiar with Kali, but
I haven't dabbled in it in years. I used to mess around with that stuff, and I had like a triple boot system with like a Hackintosh partition and stuff like that. Yeah,
I had a whole laptop dedicated where it booted Kali, but I had different VMs going to Mint and Red Hat, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just bump around and see what's popular. But those are obviously very specific, so you can't really.
And
I think
the average
form
person's never
function.
going to do it.
No, and to open a command prompt and go through and type out everything, that's exceeding expectations.
This is a little box that's going to go out to everyone's house, and I think that the way they're pricing it is that they're not going to price out other companies that want to make a third party one. And what I'm saying might be widely accepted is that you might go to Costco or Walmart and see a computer that has Steam OS on it.
That would be nice.
Mhm.
I
gotta
I
get
think so.
myself a laptop for like traveling.
I think too with the Steam machine here too is another thing that's minor
There you go.
is it's actually designed to operate on a bigger screen rather than like your small laptop screens or 27-inch computer screen. It's supposed to operate just like a console. It's optimized for bigger screens. I mean, obviously you're still going to get performance loss at that point, but
I mean, you can do all kinds of tweaking on, whatever computer it is. Like,
it is. But I think this one
I've got
out
a
of the
PC.
box is meant to hook up to your living room
Right.
TV.
So I've got a Windows PC that I have hooked up to my home theater setup, like my 75-inch TV. And when you put everything out at 4K, sometimes like the text isn't the right size. They're too big or too large, depending on what you're doing. And you do have to fiddle with it. But yeah, if this
should be
little Steam
out of the
box,
box, plug and play.
it knows most people are going to plug it into a big TV probably, and they're going to optimize it for all that. So
that's why I said it's made. I think this is to split the gap between people who have always played console to get into a PC.
What?
You know, a lot of people that always played console don't want to jump to PC because of the, I don't know, it's scary to them.
Learning curve, keyboard and
all that
mouse.
shit. This is that like middle ground where it's like, hey, this is going to operate like your console, but you're actually going to get the benefits of a PC.
They're really serious because they have an entire lineup of stuff. You have the portable Steam Deck, you have the Steam machine, you have the controller that's friendly for using PC games and console style games, and you have a VR headset. It's really cool how all this
I'm
stuff
really
is going
excited
to work
for the
together.
VR headset.
I was going to say, I think the Steam
That's-
machine too is set up for VR too.
Well, they all run off each other, kind of.
The Steam Deck you can technically use for VR, but it's not the most powerful thing in the world. In fact, I just bought Jess Expedition 33 for the Steam or for her Steam account, and she's playing it on Steam Deck. And she loaded it up, and she's like, "This is what I was talking about." And I go in there, it looks so bad. It was like 4 pixels on the screen.
This, well, I have an older laptop. It was Acer Nitro, like from 7 years ago, something like that. And Will used to take it for traveling and stuff. And then newer games come out. I'm like, it's not that powerful anymore. And I was looking at these handhelds. I got that Asus ROG Ally, like the older one.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, this is comparable. It's a little bit of an upgrade, so it should work better. And would you say you try it? It's just not as good.
That's what the laptop?
Yeah.
No, it performed better than the laptop. The ROG Ally?
Yeah.
Yeah, it performed better than the laptop.
Okay, but for the price of it.
Oh, for the price, when we were looking at price points? No, I still...
You could probably buy a better laptop.
Yeah, I was going to
ROG
say,
Ally.
you can buy a gaming laptop at the same price range as a ROG Ally with better specs.
Yep.
You'll
get
compared to that old
more
laptop.
frames.
Yeah, the ROG Ally is way better. But when it comes price to price, the ROG Ally versus a gaming laptop, I think you're better off buying a laptop because we were looking at the prices of newer gaming laptops. And
I think so too. But with the laptop comes all kinds of
a little bit
user
bulkier.
knowledge to be able to
Yeah.
work everything. But with the ROG Ally, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna buy this game out of the store. It's already loaded and it just works.
Yep. I will say this too: the ROG Ally, when you're traveling, it's so nice to have that compact size. It takes up way less room. And then the same thing, I can go to the hotel, I plug it into the TV, like the TV's the monitor, and I can run mouse and keyboard on it and play it like it's a computer.
I mean, the
Yeah,
6-inch
obviously.
cube is pretty interesting.
That
Yeah.
that would be much better, I think, to carry instead of the
Yeah.
handheld.
What's that?
The cube.
The Steam
cube.
machine.
Oh,
It's
Steam
the
machine.
6
Cube.
inches
The game
cubed.
cube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Steam machine is gonna be perfect, especially like if I was still traveling, I'd buy one.
Mhm.
Because the performance isn't gonna be as great as my built PC, but for traveling, I'm gonna get to play the games that I like at a slightly less performance, but I still get to play what I want from any location.
On top of my massive Steam library. Every Steam sale, I just buy things and then they just sit there uninstalled the entire time. And like, I'll play you one day. 10 years down the line, I'm like, why did I buy you? And then I see why I bought it. I was like, oh, it's $2. That makes sense.
Speaking of games that buying on Steam, I remember I bought us all Liar's Bar and we never touched it.
Yeah.
No, I still want to play that.
We got to play one night.
We got distracted with the RV there yet.
RV there yet? We spent what 3 hours on that elevator I was telling you about ABF.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
just
got
got to the
frustrated.
caves.
Oh man, the
Bear
caves.
attack.
They feels like the caves go on forever.
As soon as we got in the caves, we're like, "Well, what's that? Looks like gas." And he runs up with a flare and explodes, and then a bear attacked us and destroyed our RV.
Yeah, and Jeff screaming, "Why would there be a bear in the cave?" Because bears live in caves.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I'm very excited for the Steam thing. I'm hoping the price is decent. This is like the first VR headset I'd be willing to invest in. I know they have the meta and all that stuff, but
I think it'll just be a different version, quality-wise, of the Meta Quest 3.
yeah.
And
that's
it'll just be easier integrated with all the environment.
exactly what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping. I because it doesn't have all those external cameras you have to mount to your walls and shit. And so that's
Yeah, I
other
have
thing.
them in this room actually because I have Valve Index.
Yep. Oh, good for you. So that would be an upgrade.
Yeah.
Debbie, Jeff destroys assholes.
Oh boy.
Usually his own.
Well, I noticed you mentioned Claire Obscure in that in our talk there.
Yep.
So Claire Obscure Expedition 33 gets snubbed at the 2026 Grammys. Assassin's Creed and Journey composer says he'd happily trade places with the RPG.
So,
Wow.
Yeah, the Claire Obscure Grant, I haven't played it. I watched enough people streaming it
haven't
though, where I
downloaded it.
think I understand the gist of it.
I've never even
The
heard of
music was fantastic. It was like a
I-
music-based game and kind of like timing and shit.
it. Oh, is
I
that
wasn't
music
going to
coming
play
in?
it. Erwin played it, and he's like, he told me, "Shut the f up! What you're saying right now about any insecurities about the game." He's like, "Just play the damn game," and I did, and I was like, "Oh crap, I get it. It is incredible."
Yeah, I need to play it.
See, I'm weird with games. I either like cooperative games that I can play with other people, or like Battlefield, something like that, like competitive, but still play with friends. If I'm playing a single player game, it's got to be like RPG style, immersive, like Far
That's what it
Cry
is.
or Fallout.
That's what it is.
Oh, I thought you said it was like music based.
What?
No,
or
they just have incredible
Very
music in
good
it.
music.
Yeah.
Very good music.
Oh, it's
and
got
then
very
the-
good music,
for
but it's
the
an
game.
RPG. Okay,
Yes.
okay, that's I see what you're saying.
And then they have a counter system which is timing based. So it
Yeah.
plays like
Okay.
music and you can kind of time it with it and just
So
Oh,
yeah,
alright.
it is a turn-based game which turns everybody off, but you're doing things in between the turns, and
Yes.
it changes it up
I was gonna say,
completely.
I'm
And
not
it's
a
so much
turn-based
fun.
I'm not a turn-based game. Well, I
You
used to
will
really
be
into
after you
Final
play it.
Fantasy, which is weird.
that's what I'm here. It's
I'm not. I hate turn-based games, but I used to really like Final Fantasy.
but this one isn't turn based because it again
Yep.
you're doing stuff in between.
Yeah,
so
in
you're not
between
just
them.
sitting there waiting.
Yep.
yeah.
But again, yeah, they got snubbed for music and everything. And obviously other people, a lot of people are saying this is game of the year.
Oh, really?
So
so we might.
Yeah, I
might
think it
have to
is.
give a whirl.
So I mean, a lot of people are saying game of the year, and they're small team from former devs of other popular games. I'm trying to think what's one.
I believe the developer size is 33 people, and then they outsourced all the voice acting and the motion cap and stuff like that. Like they brought actors in to do it. So
Yeah.
That's
in
nice that
fact,
they put stuff in between. Because I was gonna say, like Baldur's Gate 3, we started that, and it seems like a super cool game with all the options. But the only problem is when you're playing with other people and you're just sitting there waiting.
oh dude, I played with 3 other people, and it took us like 150 hours to complete the game. But
yeah.
it was fun as hell, and I don't know if I could ever find 3 other people to do that with again. So I'm glad I got to do it.
You're looking at one right here.
Yeah,
'Cause would
I
play
haven't
again.
gotten to finish it
I'd
yet,
play again.
and I'd like to finish it. Well, like I said, I
Will
like
is a
the
menu reader.
options in it. I like the options in it, and like
Of course, I like the options.
Yeah.
no, like when you're talking to other people and you can pick and choose, and
Yep.
the story just takes a weird turn from what you thought it was going to go. But like I said, when we're in combat, I've got to wait like 20 minutes before it's my turn again to make any moves. I hate the combat in the multiplayer in that. But other than that,
Well, it'd be speed up if you read faster.
Yeah. So
I'm not even talking about reading. I'm talking about like you got to make your move. Next person's got to make their move for attacks or whatever, and then you're just sitting there waiting for your turn
Mm.
to roll again. And then all of a sudden you're like, yes, my turn, and then it's like miss.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's learning how to read as he goes, dude. Don't
Yeah.
give him a hard
I
time.
don't know how to
He's
read.
trying.
like Amanda saying, one of the only games with a lot of menus. The
Yeah.
joke we always use, which is not really a joke, is more of a observation of experience. Anytime there's a menu in the game or like customization menus like that, Willie likes to spend his
I
time
like to
in
see
that.
all of my options.
Oh,
them.
customization's terrible.
Also, like if we're playing a survival game and you have your inventory, I cannot stand when it's like unorganized. I have to have everything like
That's fair, Abigail.
in a row in a certain order so that I know where things are.
What did I do in Baldur's Gate? I think I was a barbarian, and once you get your strength up all the way, you can actually pick up
match.
anyone in the game, and you can throw them at anyone else in the game. So you instantly knock out 2 people at the beginning of the round, and just take them out of a couple turns.
Oh,
I haven't gotten that far into
my
it yet.
first playthrough, I did a Legolas. I was a bowman, and then I was like, I had to scum save so many times because I kept rolling bad. I was like, I'm not trying to be an alien, and it's just like, nope, you're gonna be an alien. I'm like, no, I don't want to be. And they're like, nope, you're going to be. I'm like, no.
That's what I was talking about. The first dialogue that I was in, and I accidentally made out with the alien. I'm like, I kept picking the options. Like, I
Accidentally.
don't want to romance him. And then all of a sudden, like, my guy makes out with him, and I'm dead. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? This is not where I thought those words meant.
Why are you doing that to the owl bear thing?
Yeah. Oh, I heard about the bear part. And I'm like, boy, I wonder if that's going to happen to me. I might try to make it happen.
So Red Dead Redemption 2 online, I think I played it when it first came out and it was terrible, and I never touched it again. And I wish I would have again.
Well, that's like a GTA 5 online. I played it when it first came out.
Yep.
And I
love
was running
GTA
around. They're
Online.
like multiplayer. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm running around and killing people. I'm like, all right. So it's just like normal. Apparently, a bunch of updates happen and things have changed.
Yeah,
But I
they
was
had the
like, I'm
heist, they
over
had the
it.
clubs and all that shit,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
used to run around with that.
You
That was
run-
awesome.
Running meth, marijuana, nightclubs, and then they brought in the DeLorean, UFOs, and flying motorcycles that can blow you up with a rocket.
Yeah, and then the griefers would just buy a shark card and just literally mess
See,
up your whole
so
day.
that's way up there because I above my head.
But the motorcycle club, and you could promote and demote people in your club for
That was fun.
there were so many options in there. The griefers are the only thing that
Did
ruined that online.
Enhance.
Enhance.
Well, says Sony, sure looks like buying Bungie didn't work out. Sales and user
Makes sense.
engagement have not reached expectations.
Oh, it makes sense. I mean, Bungie went downhill.
They
Yeah.
did.
You go
They
from
bought a dying franchise.
So-
go-
Destiny 2 is an incredibly good game.
Oh,
But the
I played the
problem-
shit out of
Played
Destiny
it
2.
when it first came out. Yeah,
The problem is that you're constantly hit with a bunch of woke crap every once in a while from their marketing team and even in game a little bit. And probably once a year, you can look at my Twitter timeline. I try to tag Bungie, the people, higher ups in Sony, the CEO of Bungie and this and that. And I say, hey, why do you guys put the gay and trans flag out there so much? How is that making the game any better? And I never get an answer, and they're just slowly dying. I really think that if they would have stopped doing that and focused on the game itself, they would be in a different spot right now because it really is an incredible game. And it runs on a potato.
We played
Yeah.
the shit out of Destiny 2. And then I just remember stopping for a long time. And then my buddy's like, hey, come play Destiny 2 again. And then I'm like, all right, I'll install it. 182 megabytes or gigabytes. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, it's going to take up all my console memory. So I installed it anyway. Then I jumped in and I was like max level before all the updates. And then all of a sudden I'm so far behind. And then you're trying to jump into these worlds and I have no idea what is going on.
Yeah, it's an
None of my
active development
gear's good
game.
anymore.
When they put out new content, it knocks your light level down a bit and you have to work your way up again. I actually found that part interesting. A lot of people, they get turned off by it, but I mean, it gives you an excuse to try to find gear and stuff within the new content. I
I
always had a
totally
good
get
time
that.
with it.
Like, I don't want to farm the same gear, but at the same time, like, there were so many updates when I came back to it. I was like, I don't know where to start. And then all of a sudden, I'm in a place that's way too high level for me.
Yeah, they did that. They had like a free to play time was like a month or two ago when we started playing it again. I got Isaac into it and Erwin and stuff. And I legit was overwhelmed. And I played that game for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years straight, and I didn't know where to start. I'm like, I'm confused. Like they really screwed up the menu to where even someone that used to play the game can't figure it out anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we were first playing it a lot. I think it was right not long after when it first came out. And Cool Ball talked us all into. I don't know. Anyway, talked me into it, but we were playing, and I'd take like 1 or 2 days off, and then I'd hop back on, and they were like 100 some levels ahead of me.
Yeah,
and
that was me
I
and Cool
couldn't
Ball.
keep up with it.
We were.
That's when I
yeah.
quit. I said I cannot keep up with you guys if you're going to be playing every single day, and I play like once or twice a week.
Jeff missed like a week, and me and Cool Ball were like max level.
Yeah,
And then we're trying to pull him along to all the missions that we wanted to
all I would do is I just kind of run on the background and just collect gear that I couldn't even use.
Yep, he was just too low
Well,
level. Well, that
Jeff,
was the same
it's a
thing with Tom
basket city.
Clancy's.
You
Division.
weren't. You're sitting in a chair. You should be sitting on a shit bucket because if you're going to the bathroom, that's
You're
negative
losing
kills.
levels.
That's
So-
why I'm playing Destiny.
Yep.
No,
Oh, what a fantastic! You
Oh,
gotta
but I remember
bypass
that
his knife.
it was the same problem with the Division. I love the Division. Division 2 I thought was okay.
I got bored.
I
But
couldn't get into the division. For some reason
Division.
I lose interest quickly in third person games.
I like first person better too,
Depends on the game.
but I liked the
Gears of War.
story and the gameplay of Division so much. And then but it was the same thing. If you were low level and you were trying to play with people higher level, your gun did nothing to anybody. You were so outclassed playing with, but you're still trying to play with your friends, but they were so high level that it just made you pretty much useless to the team. And then they're dropping their shit, but you still can't use it because you're too low of a level. It was just,
I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to run dungeons and whatnot, but I think that the light levels scale as far as like playing the story together. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna cut you guys off quick. Debbie, enjoy your day. Get your meat ready for this pit roast. Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Oh boy. Oh
them meat
boy.
ready.
Jeff's got his
Oh,
meat
geez.
ready.
All right. Have a great trip, Jeff and ABF. Thank you very much, Debbie. Watch out for those devil hornets down there in Australia.
Devil bees.
Enjoy
Lucifer
your
bees.
pit roast on the Barbie.
Lucifer bees.
Lucifer bees. That's what it was.
Jeff's meat is ready and in his hand.
Good day. Abigail likes Path of Exile or Diablo style games. I
Those are
got
both
into
good.
Path of Exile.
Is that
2.
top-down?
yeah,
I don't like
45
top down. I don't know why. I can't. I like a first person.
I like the building characters out. That's fun. I've dabbled quite a bit in Diablo 4.
I haven't
I-
played Diablo.
when Path of Exile 2 came out, I went pretty hard into it, and then I don't know what happened. It just kind of fell off. We all kind of.
I got bored with Path of Exile after like 6 hours.
Yeah, it's a seasonal game. It's a little bit harder than Diablo. Diablo is
It
definitely
is.
more of a you can run in at any time. People can carry you and stuff. Path of Exile is definitely like you have to know what you're doing,
I got a whiz.
or you have to learn fast.
I like watching anime on one screen and playing Diablo on the other. You can't do that with Path of Exile. You can't side watch stuff.
Quick
Yeah.
joke. Andrew likes watching anime on one screen with his hand on his member.
Is that anime or is that hentai?
I swear it's not hentai.
It's fan service.
There's a lot of tentacles.
Now that we've
There's tentacles. I know what you're watching. Okay, I get it.
now that Japan's finally put the law down saying you can't censor it. Big fan.
Speaking of hentai, go check out our friend Vagabundo's stream on Sundays. I swear it's not hentai. Every time I hop into his chat, I always have a different way of asking, like, are you sure it's not hentai? There's one I said, I bet my hat that this is hentai. He's like, no, it's not hentai, I swear. His intro song is playing. He's like, you just walked into the room at the wrong time or something like that.
To be fair, there's a lot of them like that.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say when Willie was talking about the Division, ABF. You ever play Ghost Recon games?
Yes, it's been a long time. I recently picked up Ghost Recon something.
No, the Wildlands.
Wildlands. That's it. It
Wildlands
was
is
recently
it.
on sale.
That's a fun one. That is probably my favorite Ghost Recon, other than Advanced. I think it was Advanced Warfighter. It's probably my favorite one. We played that one from start to finish, plus all the DLCs and stuff like that. We had a blast.
I like that one because it's an open world. You can do whatever you want at any time. You can either stealth kill, run in, just run guns blazing.
And then the sequel to that, Breakpoint, I think it was, way too much going on. It was a live service game.
That's what I heard.
It was way too much. I mean, you look at the map, even missions that you completed, they were still on there and you couldn't get rid of them, but you couldn't tell if you completed it or not.
And then they had raids and stuff too. They're like, oh, you can lose this. And you're like, for what? Why?
It was very terrible. GTA 1 and 2 are top down, and 3 came out. I was ecstatic. So I'm like, yes. GTA. I'm sure we all know GTA 6 won't come out for another 6 months after they originally said. So.
Yeah, no shit. I love GTA so much that I did try to play like GTA 2, I think, on the PSP. And yeah, from the top down is just not. At the time, it was probably pretty sweet, but
it's kind of fun.
Yeah,
but
compared to the new
like
one, it's not.
Limited fun. You can only have so much fun top down. You're like, crash a car a couple times. You're like, okay, I'm over it.
Is this the one you're looking for, or are you looking for the Titus?
No, you could just pull the AI stuff up there. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Well, this is
it's
just
speculation
for the game.
It's speculation. News and speculation. That's all it is.
Right. So speaking of 40K, Henry Cavill, we know, is working on the Space Marine TV show
from Amazon.
And I don't see.
Well, do we know as Space Marine?
No,
it's
he's supposed to be it's Warhammer universe, and he's supposed to be the leading man of the universe.
Right. Yeah. So I didn't know if they actually decided what to focus on yet, because
I don't think they announced it.
The big leak, from what I'm hearing, if you watch any like chapter master Valric, who I follow, he does a bunch of Warhammer leaks and stuff, is that Henry Cavill will be playing Titus.
That would be cool. I think that Space Marine, that's probably the best place to like get normies in and get people excited about it and stuff like that.
Well, especially the success of the game.
And that's exactly why they're saying that's where he's going to be placed. Or the rumor is he's playing confirmed because, again, the game's massive. If you look at their lineup and everything of what they came out with recently, as far as the Warhammer 40K figures and stuff, it's all Ultramarines.
Yeah.
So
I know that he was worried about picking a Primarch too because he didn't want to get stuck to that role. But I'm not sure because they started making this series, or they started speculating on the series, or trying to figure out what the series was going to be long before the success of Space Marine 2.
If you look in Space Marine 2, Titus is a little bit chunkier. He's a little fatter face and everything. He's got brown eyes. In the new trailer, which they just promoted him to Captain Titus, he has blue eyes and a lot thinner and oddly very familiar face shape to Henry Cavill himself. So
no, I could totally see it, them switching gears to get on this popular train. Because originally the debates were like, the whole problem with Henry Cavill and Amazon originally was they were debating this woke stuff and changing lore and all that stuff. They tried doing it right off the bat, and Henry Cavill was going to back out.
Yes, they should,
because they wanted
the female
custodies. Then they wanted the Sisters of Silence to talk, which kind of goes against the whole entire thing. So
none of that was like totally confirmed, though, wasn't it? Still like speculation, but from like fairly reliable sources. But
there was a lot of insider information about that.
But that kind of proves how much back and forth they're having and how much pull he had, because he's like, no, you guys can't be doing this.
But there I don't know. They had the delays in like filming and starting all that screenwriting kind of lines up with all that speculation, because they were supposed to start, I don't know how long before they actually did, because they said contractual reasons or whatever was the official.
But I mean, if you look at it with The Witcher and everything, they obviously wrote him out. That season 3, season 2, he was written out pretty much.
Well, I think Amazon was originally rumors was Amazon was wanted to get rid of, or was gonna go on without Henry Cavill, but then the uproar from him departing from Witcher and all that stuff made them realize that they couldn't really do it without him.
Well, and what's her name, Schmidt or Hinrich, whatever the hell her name is, the showrunner for The Witcher, she said right off the bat too, is they wanted to make their own show about Ciri and Yennefer. And
let me tell you, it's terrible. I haven't
even watched it.
I think I got 10 minutes into season 4, and I watched the recap. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I turned it right off.
No, I just watched Nerdrotic and Critical Drinkers reviews on it, and that's all I needed to know.
I can tell you, I made it 10 minutes, and I could care less about anything about it. Could not care less.
Yep.
For the grammar Nazis out there.
Abigail, or Jeff, are you going overseas to get your new wife you paid for online? Yes.
He sure is.
What's her name? Svetlana?
No, it's the
He can't afford the real Russian ones. You got to think of a country you've never heard of. That's where Jeff's wife's going to come from, because that's his budget.
His top subscriber or top fan on OnlyFeet.
There it is.
She spends it.
Speaking of OnlyFeet, I was going to bring it up, but we're just going to hit it quickly. The Mario movie, Super Mario Bros. Universe. And they brought in, what's her name?
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson, yes. And I was going to say, not a bad looking chick, but she has feet that even I'm not going to show on Only Feet Finder.
All four are the same length. My God.
I just got flashbangs and it wasn't even GraphWeb doing it. What the heck?
I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even think it's the full foot's fault here. You should buy shoes that fit.
Yeah.
Did you not see the two little toes?
I do, but that's not. I think it looks so bad because.
Oh man, you guys are still looking at it. You can pull it
No.
up again. I'm not even. I'm blocking. Nope. Nope.
Like her big toe is hanging off the point of the fucking heel. Like buy shoes that fit.
This reminds me of the Megan Fox thing, where Megan Fox had the toe thumb.
Yes.
Toe thumb, yeah.
And I'm just like, what is this? What am I
It's a
looking
real
at?
condition called clubbed thumb.
Yeah, you can't look away.
No
It's a
kidding.
train
Club
wreck.
toe. But
They have hammer toe.
listen
It's
here,
like
when it comes down to
Super
women,
Mario. That one.
the toe ain't gonna break it for me. But
No. Also, is it? Has it been long enough of Brie Larson being under the radar, no longer spoken her strong, independent woman, doing her own stunts and stuff?
What
I don't know.
Where
I think she's finally realized
What
that
about
she wasn't getting
long
roles
enough?
from it.
Ah,
no.
Damn, it's Toby Bryant.
Yes. But has it been long enough where she's like been out of the spotlight where you would watch a movie with her again? I mean,
Yeah.
obviously Super
I mean,
Mario.
the pictures that have been-
Listen here, any person with any opinion, unless it's actually like just horrendous. I mean, I'll still watch a movie and I'm not going to judge them. I'm not saying they're a bad actor because their opinion's wrong.
Her basically her the worst thing she could have done is her terrible acting is Captain Marvel. And when they asked her at was it one of the red carpets, like, would you come back as Captain Marvel? She's like, I don't know. Do they want me to? Nobody said
Nope.
anything.
it was more of a brush off of that. She's like, I don't know. Does anybody want me to? Like it was like
Yeah.
she had attitude behind it. It was funny.
Oh yeah. But
Yeah.
all the pictures that have been popping up of her lately, I'm like, maybe we treated her a little harshly.
That's what I'm saying. Has it been long enough where it's like, you know what, I can forgive your past?
The
Maybe
only
she'll give her
role
voice
that
actor.
I can think that she played besides the Marvel Universe was in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. She was the singer.
But that was
And I have,
2015?
and actually the song that she sings in, I think it was her real
Oh,
voice.
boy.
It's actually pretty
Jeez,
good.
Abigail.
Well, I mean, it didn't ruin the first movie. Seth Rogen being in it, he was Bowser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Jack Black
No,
was
Jack
Bowser.
Black.
Well, was it-
Seth
was it
Rogen
Jack Black?
Donkey
Yep,
Kong.
Jack Black was
Oh, maybe
Bowser.
you're right. Yeah.
Seth Rogen
Seth
was
Rogen was-
Bowser.
yep.
Or I mean,
Donkey
Seth
Kong.
Rogen was Donkey
Yeah.
Kong.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
No, Seth
Equally
Rogen again.
annoying to me.
Same thing. Seth Rogen's annoying.
It's because it's the same thing, everything he's in.
I'm a
Not-
stoner that's 47 years old.
No, it's not that. It's like you went from stoner to like, I'm a serious actor. I do things. I'm
He's
like,
not
nah,
a
you're
serious
not.
actor. Look at him. You can't even take him seriously.
I actually did not mind him in The Green Hornet.
That movie was terrible. First of all,
I
Yeah, I was
actually,
gonna say,
I,
that's
hold
I
on.
actually hot take. I actually don't mind that movie.
That's terrible.
Shut up, bitch!
That movie.
It
was
could have been way
horrendous.
better, but it wasn't bad.
Horrendous.
All right. Well, anyways, the Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer came out, and for the voice behind the Galactic Protector Rosalina and Koopa Throne, heir to be Bowser Jr., Brie Larson, will voice Rosalina, and Benny Safdie will voice Bowser Jr.
Has anyone watched the trailer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
As you say, have you?
So yeah, I enjoyed it. Besides her character getting a little girl bossy there, understandable.
Why is Peach Girl bossy though when she's supposed to be the damsel in distress?
That's
Like,
what I'm
threw me
saying. It
off.
was she had a magic wand, you know, she was shooting around and like zip zapping around. I'm like, it's a little. But again, the trailer, I enjoyed it.
Oh,
Wait, that's the guy from Happy Gilmore 2.
Dennis Safdie.
Oh,
Yeah, this guy.
It looks like he got
Bowser
stung
Jr.
by a bee all over the feet. Like lots of
He
bees.
is an interesting looking fella.
Dude, that's got to be.
that's a man?
That's a
That's
man.
a man.
So yeah,
I'm
See-
still going to watch it. I enjoyed
yeah,
the
I'm gonna
first
watch it
one.
too.
I'll watch
See,
the second
I'm
one.
not. I've never gotten really deep into the Mario games.
I'm
Other than
not-
like whatever was on 64.
Oh, Mario NES was my first game.
Yeah.
So
Again,
Played
I'm
the
not
shit out of
gonna.
it.
I'm not gonna hate a movie because there's an actress with a opinion I don't agree with. If they genuinely do a good job,
Yeah, if they do a good job and they just
I'm still gonna enjoy the
don't
film.
try to push their agenda on anything, shut up, accept your little award, and fuck off.
Everybody's got their own opinions; they're entitled to them.
Everyone,
I don't think that.
everyone's got an asshole.
I was gonna
I-
say no.
I think that whoever's behind anything Nintendo doesn't let PR nightmares happen. It's just in
Yeah,
a contract that you can't talk shit.
Mhm.
As I said,
Good for them.
and it's film. It doesn't need to be political all the time, unless it's a political film. We're talking about a kids' cartoon. We don't need to get politics.
And
involved.
I
Same
enjoyed
with
the first
MCU.
one.
There shouldn't have been politics involved in the MCU.
I enjoyed the first Mario movie. I will see the second one
Yeah,
just based
I
on
had
the
fun.
trailer. The star was fantastic in the dungeon.
Yep, this little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Wait, I must have seen it. I saw a different trailer. I saw the one where Bowser was in his little castle, miniaturized.
That's the same one
I don't
I'm
remember the
saying
star.
He's talking about the original.
in the original movie.
Oh,
So he's back though. Maybe
Yeah.
could be a different one.
little spiciness kind of related to the new Mario movie. ABF, did you see Geeks and Gamers Daily the other day with Beardo and Epic Mike talking about this? And Jeremy hopped in and kind of scolded him.
I heard about it. I didn't see it.
I
myself.
watched it live. It
Oh
was-
man!
I was
But
like,
now everyone's
oh.
calling him D-Day Karen, right?
Like I mean, he went hard at him. He hopped in the stream twice and went really, really hard at them. And then the third time he hopped in, he was laughing at him, but then he also scolded him again. So I mean, the chat was just exploding.
Oh
It was so back and forth. I mean, I almost felt kind of uncomfortable even just experiencing the whole thing.
I just gotta say this quick. Idaho Mike. To Idaho Mike's
Yep, we're gonna
comment
get
there.
back to that.
Mel Gibson can never be forgiven, but at the same time,
What?
we were soldiers.
I forgive him.
You kind of gotta let it
Why
slide.
can't you figure
I
it?
never canceled him.
The Patriot.
The Patriot. I know he did a lot of good movies.
Mel Gibson's voicemails that
I
he
never
left his
hated him.
ex-wife were
We went through
hilarious.
all that like shit where they were like, you can't like Mel Gibson and all
For
that.
what?
And Passion of the Christ. Well, Passion of the Christ was a big one.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm lost.
Based
I'm
on
lost.
true events.
Allegedly.
What would he be on a redemption arc for right now?
Wait, hold on. You don't know? Go on YouTube or on Twitter and type in Mel Gibson. What is it?
Voicemail, wasn't it?
Voicemail. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are we allowed
he's
to
on
play it
a,
on the show?
Oh
No, God, no!
okay.
Don't do that.
You
Don't do
can't show it on the show. No.
that. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That sounds like a dare.
Yeah.
Abigail says I won't watch him. Hey, and that's fine.
Mel Gibson is an incredible actor. Watch The Patriot.
Yeah,
Watch
he's an incredible
watch
actor.
Braveheart.
No, We Were
Or hate
Soldiers
him,
is
though.
his best movie.
Like
I'm
him or
sorry,
hate him,
hands
though.
down.
The
Don't matter.
Patriot. We were soldiers.
So that's
But he
understandable.
is a certified nut job.
What was it Fat
Well,
Man?
yeah.
Fat Man.
I haven't watched that. I meant to watch it, but I completely
One of my new
forgot about
favorite
that.
Christmas movies.
Oh,
even
Fat
though-
Man is great. I love that
It's
movie.
that man.
Yes, it's horrendous,
Yeah.
but I
Nice,
love
yeah.
it.
I completely forgot about
What
that. There's a
is
new
that
movie coming
on?
out called The Hunter, I think. I haven't watched the trailer yet, but it looked
Mhm.
interesting.
I haven't seen the Fat.
Oh, I
That
saw
one
it
looks
was
good, too.
holding the gun, and I said, okay, I'm in.
Mel Gibson did do a string of bad B movies for a minute, and that was
Yes.
part of the redemption arc that Hollywood
Yeah.
made him go through. But
He's-
he's
The South Park episode.
But he's also
where
the
he
original.
twists his nipples and
Yep.
he's like, "Oh, twist him."
Yeah,
It
That's
hurts.
getting clipped.
yeah, he's still an S tier actor.
he is also the original Mad Max. So
Yep.
There's only one Mad Max.
Hi,
no, I
Nishi.
actually like Tom Hardy as Mad Max.
I like them too, but Mel Gibson's better.
Gibson's
Well,
And they should have had more. They
It
should have had more like head nods to him, being
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was a totally different feel to the movie compared to the originals.
Well, they made it more girl boss. Tom
Not just
Hardy
that, it was
there
just a totally
grunting
different-
occasionally, and disappeared.
They
Yeah, it was
did,
a
but
totally
at the same
different field
time,
movie.
Over.
But don't get me
I-
wrong, I actually like the new Mad Max movie with Tom Hardy.
the story could have, it was a bit too girl bossy, but Fury Road,
Egypt last.
they built
me
all
to
those
be
cars
last.
and wrecked them.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I
It
think
was
it was in
incredible.
line with,
I thought we were getting.
but they didn't have the huge supercharger. Just it was like a regular car, just massive blower on it, kind of in the original Mad Max.
Well, yeah, but that was the original car.
Yeah, no, I
The
know
Inter-
that's
the
what I'm saying,
Interceptor.
but there was almost like a more realistic tone to the cars. Don't get me wrong, they were over the top, but it was a little bit more bedded in
Well,
reality than
The cars from
newer
Fury
ones.
Road, they actually made in Australia and drove them around. Those were not digitally
Really?
made. Those were real cars.
I've always wanted to make a Mad Max car.
Same.
Like
No,
$250
okay,
on
ABF, I
eBay
see what
in
you're
a
saying
junkyard.
there, but you know what I mean. Like the cars in the original Mad Max were not as outlandish.
Right, but they had more resources and more collaboration and stuff to make their society, and they were able to, scrap all those cars together to where they had a semi truck with 2 engines, and it was cool.
Yeah,
You
it could
know?
be. Well, I remember in the original Mad Max movie when he flipped a switch and it turned the blower on. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then after being in the field, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. How the fuck did that work?
Impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was not ready for that. Let's see here. Mel Gibson wasn't Batman. Michael Keaton was Batman in '89.
Yes, Michael Keaton.
I
was
agree.
Who said Mel Gibson was Batman?
That
When
would be
was
a
Mel
hard
Gibson
sell.
Batman?
He was never Batman.
That's what
No.
she said. He was never Batman.
No, he wasn't. That's why I said
Unless
who
he was
said that he
Batman
was.
later on.
Nope.
Who said he was Batman? I'm so
That's why I'm
confused.
saying. That's why I'm
Uh,
confused. Who said he was Batman?
Abigail's
Mel Gibson
throwing
was
us
never
off.
Batman.
You've thrown a wrench in our stream.
She's got ghost breath.
All right.
It was Michael Keaton.
Last-
Who was before Michael Keaton?
Before Michael Keaton?
Adam West.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam West, Michael Keaton,
George Clooney.
Clooney. There's one more in there.
Well, yeah. It's
Val
what's his
Kilmer.
name?
God damn it,
Val
Kilmer.
Kilmer.
Yeah, Val Kilmer. That was the one I was looking for.
Okay, so Toy Story 5 trailer came out. And it finds Woody, Buzz, and the rest of the toys, which you forgot to mention here, missing some equality. Fearing technology takeover.
What they find
I think
Andy's
I
mom's
think it just
vibrator.
comes across the.
Oh God, what is that?
No, they don't even have the trailer. That's the problem.
Oh, they don't?
No, they're just talking about it. But this brings back the millennial coming back of like, hey, we're gonna reboot stuff.
Yeah,
Nothing's
no.
original anymore.
Nope.
Oh,
They
I
just keep
know.
rebooting the
Sorry.
same garbage.
Do you think
Uh,
that Andy's mom's toys also talk?
I believe there is a film about that.
Abigail thought we were talking about Batman when we were talking about Fat Man.
Oh!
I
That
figured
makes
out the
sense.
code.
Okay.
Yeah,
there
Fat
we
Man,
go.
as in Santa Claus.
Yeah.
He was so good in that movie. It was hilarious.
Batman, Santa Claus.
No, it's Fat Man.
I know, but I was just putting it in my head.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
How about
Hey,
you
that's
toys?
okay, Abigail. You're sick.
Willie's
Um,
got the touch of downs.
But yeah, sorry,
Oh.
I don't have anything to add with Toy Story 5 because I just haven't watched them in a long time. I've seen Toy Story 1 and 2, and I kind of stopped there, I think.
Yeah. Toy Story 2 is. I enjoyed Toy Story 2 just as much, if not maybe more than the
Found it.
original.
Which one was 3?
3, no idea.
Was that the one with the bear and the daycare?
Yes. Yes. Yep. That was.
It
Toy Story
wasn't
3.
bad.
I watched it once and I wasn't impressed. Toy Story 2 was my favorite because Toy Story, the first Toy Story, I think, came out when I was extremely young, but I remember it. And then Toy Story 2 came out when I was old enough to comprehend things.
Toy Story 2 was with
And it had
Bullseye
a
and the.
computer game based on Toy Story 2. So I absolutely loved it. And then it kind of just changed from there. And then Toy Story 5 now, I mean, they're competing against an iPad, basically.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
again, that comes into the fact of why keep rebooting things.
Mhm.
Can we get something original?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well-
at the same time, like, I kind of get why they went that direction because have you seen kids out in the wild these days? They
Oh,
have a
it's
tablet
terrible.
in front of them.
No, trust me, I know.
What do you mean?
I don't-
I
I-
say I think it's an unironic.
Kids are all they have are tablets now. They don't
My
have
kids
toys
don't.
in their hands.
Yep.
So, I mean,
actually, wait.
it's
They
honestly,
unironically.
it's the
Sorry,
new
go ahead.
toy they have to compete with.
My
Yeah,
kids.
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. I was watching a film thread the other day, and Chris Gore and Alan Ing were talking about how they unironically they're making a movie for the modern age, saying like, "Hey, instead of raising your kids on a tablet or an iPad, buy them toys. Let them use their imagination, like play in the sandbox of toys. I grew up, I literally had like a handful of toys and action figures and stuff like that. It was just me by myself in my room before I had my younger brother was born. Just these cinematic universes in my head that I just play with these toys. I mean, in the sandbox, I'd play for like 12 hours a day by myself.
Sticking
Until Willie came over, hit me in the face with a baseball bat, and knocked out my tooth.
Never forget. That was 25 fucking years ago. But yeah, I that's how
I like how you worked it in. It's
yeah, you
fantastic.
still worked it in. But that's how I got into cars. Is I had Hot Wheels.
Mike.
I love playing with Hot Wheels. But even my kids now, they don't have tablets or nothing like that.
When I got here earlier, I walked inside, and your oldest son, he's sitting there. I said, "What's up, buddy?" He's like, "I'm making the Star Wars Starship." I'm like, "Oh, let me see." He's got all sorts of like just an amalgamation of different toys, just packed
Transformers.
together. I said, "That's awesome,
dinosaurs.
buddy."
Like, don't get me wrong, he does have a tablet that he plays for 15 minutes once every 6 months, but he's usually on toys. And
Kids out in the wild.
even if there is a rare occasion that he does,
You guys know what I mean? Like you're walking through the mall and a kid's getting pushed around, and all he's doing is holding up a tablet, or he's on
or
his
they
mom's
get a little
phone, or
excited. That 4-year-old ADHD kicks in, and like just take this and just go play a game or watch a movie.
That comes to the whole point of me vehemently hating the like and subscribe whole YouTube algorithm thing.
Oh, don't forget, folks, please like, subscribe, share the show.
Despise it because it's like I walk around town and I'll hear a kid, "Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe." I'm like,
no.
For what reason?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? There is no reason for you to be saying this.
no. I hate this technology era too, and it
Smash
really
that like button. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die inside.
Well, like Jeff said, there's no imagination anymore. Like
Because
kids
they don't
just
need to use their imagination because it's on a screen in front of them telling them what they need to imagine.
they're like, I need to buy this toy. I'm like, dude, when I was a kid, I was Legolas and I had a stick. I could be Legolas, Aragorn, or whoever with that one stick that I found that fit the build perfectly.
Yeah, not anymore. Now it's YouTube ratings and people, whatever they're doing, nut shots, idiocracy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, my balls.
Isaac has joined the chat.
Oh, look at him.
Yep. Remember to like,
About goddamn time.
I was gonna say last time you showed up was we were doing our outro, so you made it about 5 minutes prior this time.
He did it. He did it. Fucking love Minecraft.
But I think
Minecraft or Sandbox. I mean, at least there's some creativity in that, though.
Exactly.
I spend way too much time building stuff in Minecraft.
No, I think we're obviously well past schedule. We usually end it soon.
No, that went a lot longer than I expected.
Yeah.
So I wanted to just close us out here because with it, sorry.
I was gonna say you got an early flight in the morning.
Yeah, I gotta get up and leave the house at 4:00 in the morning to drive to Minneapolis to fly to Egypt,
And
where
hopefully
I will
never
be
come back.
uniting with ABF
And his future wife,
Yep.
Feetlandia.
Oh, I took that a different direction. Never mind. ABF.
What do you think? ABF's wife was gonna be your future wife?
No, him and his.
I'm bringing my fiance with me to Egypt.
Yeah, she's already taken.
Yep.
Jeff, settle down. Go buy something. Go buy somebody else.
So, anyways, we're flying to Egypt. We're gonna
Thanks
be up
for the
there with
invite.
I did invite you.
I know.
Thanks for the invite, Jeff. I'm too poor for Egypt.
No,
That's what she said.
I bought a new house this year instead of going on this trip. So
No, and the way things worked out with your house, you almost made it.
I almost
made it.
I paid my water bill. I couldn't.
So, November 17th, day one on our trip. We're gonna go see the Sphinx, the pyramids, all sorts of stuff. The new museum they just opened up in Cairo, featuring over 5,000 artifacts from King Tut's tomb.
Can't wait.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun.
Why don't you brag about it some more, Jeff?
I can't wait for
It's
some
not
sort
bragging, it's informing.
of E. coli outbreak, maybe some mummy's curse.
I hope you get dysentery.
Why you got to be dysentery?
Oh, I forgot about the world's smallest violin.
I'm keeping that away from you. ABF, he might need lotion. Oh boy. No, we're actually gonna make sure that we use Sophie's sunscreen.
Yeah.
Is Egypt a dry country? I think it is.
Jeff
Muslim.
Jeff goes through a bottle of lotion a week.
Pretty sure it's a dry country. Can't buy alcohol or anything.
His right
You
hand
may
is
be able
super
to
moisturized.
in their
The hotels. The hotels
I
have
said the
bars.
hotels you may be able to,
Yep.
but outside, good luck.
I don't want to go wandering around Egypt in the
and
middle of the
that's-
night anyways.
That's why I don't want to go back there.
I'd rather just hang
Oh.
out with Jeff and everyone else in the hotel.
Yeah, I was talking. I was talking to extra girl earlier, and she was saying, she's like, "Well, did you get a hotel? Did you get a room in our hotel?" I said, "No," because they said there was no rooms. And after I booked a different hotel, I looked online today, and they said, "Oh, we have rooms." So, but it's too late to.
Darn.
It was too late to cancel because it said by 12 o'clock p.m. on November 14th I had to cancel it. Well, at 7 o'clock this morning, it was 1 o'clock p.m. in Egypt, so I couldn't cancel it.
So, ABF, what's your probably biggest thing you're looking forward to on this trip?
The pyramids. I've just always wanted to put my eyes on it.
You son of a bitch.
On them, I should say. But and we're gonna see it from our hotel, from what it sounds like.
Yep.
That's exactly what I wanted to go for. I could care less about anything else there. I already know it's going to be a shithole, but
Well, I think everything
Pyramids
else is
and
going to be a
Sphinx.
bonus. And I
I think
kind
that's
of
why
like
everybody goes
Peru. I expect some stuff I didn't know about to blow me away. So
Yeah.
all
Hold
right.
on, I just gotta say this: the pyramids and the Sphinx, I'm pretty sure is pretty much everybody's reasons for going. I don't think anybody goes there for the sand.
No, that makes sense.
Well, Sophie told me bring back a souvenir for me. I'm gonna shake the sand out of my underwear and put it in a glassware and send it down. to Peru.
I'm pretty sure that's
Who the
that's-
fuck wants brown sand?
From my experience over there, you couldn't bring sand because it's some sort of agricultural interference or something like that. There could be microbiomes and you
Organisms.
couldn't
That's
bring.
why I'm not taking it to
Microbiomes mean
America. I'm sending it
microorganisms.
to Peru.
Oh, that's
yeah.
fair.
Do you have anything to declare? That's what they're going to
I
ask us.
declare.
Yeah,
I don't declare.
I do declare.
Jeff, what are you
Scratch
looking
your
forward?
ass. Nope.
Jeff, what are you looking forward to?
I think Saqqara. It's Saqqara and the Step
that-
Pyramid of Zoser and the Grand Egyptian Museum are at the top of the list. Really, really, basically neck and neck with the pyramids and the Sphinx.
Wow, your
It's-
future wife is watching and she's not too impressed.
No, I'm pretty sure Saqqara is the name of the woman that he bought.
Could be.
But if anyone is curious to know, we already solved the mystery of how they built the pyramids and all the temples last night on ABF's gaming channel.
that's right.
Yep. He played, what was it, Egyptian or whatever it was called?
Egypt Frontiers.
Yep. Egypt Frontiers.
Sounds like a AAA title.
It's an $8 game.
There is a demo as well.
I don't recommend the game, by the way.
No. So he played that, and I just hopped in there, and we just got a bullshit about Egypt. It was kind of fitting. But as he's filling those up, about a week after we get back from Egypt, I'm going to be flying out to Arizona.
Thanks for the invite.
Quest for. I gave you an invite. I told you what to do. You even had a chance to win a free
I
Jeff,
did
where do you
try.
get all
I
this
didn't
money to
win.
travel? Goddamn, is this channel making money that we don't know about?
credit card. It's called going into
This
debt.
episode brought to you by credit card debt.
So
Also,
our-
he got a package deal with getting a ride from the airport and the Airbnb in Scottsdale, which
did.
is my car and my house. So
See, I tried jumping on board. I didn't win.
you can still go. You can buy a ticket.
The tickets were you said were like $600.
No, I think the most expensive one without the VIP experience is $400.
Oh,
I think you can afford that. So, anyways,
who's that
Michael
Gary
Collins-
guy? He looks kind of strange.
Gary
uh,
Buechler?
Buechler?
Michelle Collins. I don't know. So, so the guy putting on our tour in Egypt, Michael Collins, he's putting on this ancient history conference in Arizona.
Michael Collins, is he related to Phil Collins?
There's a good chance. And so I'll be heading out there, be staying with ABF for a few days, show me around Arizona, hopefully in his hometown or where he lives there.
this is a dumpster where you can make some money.
I'll show him where behind Wendy's is.
Exactly.
Hey, you want to make a quick $20?
hey, gas is a lot more expensive. out
20
here.
bucks is 20 bucks.
Exactly. So if anyone is still interested in that conference at all, tickets are still available at worldviewsmedia.com.
Allegedly, send me the link, Jeff. Maybe I can attend.
Those tickets are not cheap.
That's what I said.
Yep.
Oh,
They're not cheap, but you can get the cheap versions, which, like I said, I won a ticket originally I was thinking, I was like, if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna have to like get a hotel room. I'm gonna have to get the food ticket and all this stuff. I said that's gonna cost me like $900. Then I won a ticket, and then ABF's like, hey, I live there. I'm like, oh, okay. So got kind of lucky with that, but
Jeff is cheap though. Ladies, if you're looking for a man, you can buy him a Pop-Tart.
He's married.
And if
in
your farts
Egypt.
don't smell that bad, he's yours.
Yeah. All right. Excuse me. We're gonna end it right there. We're gonna start off. Andy, what do you got coming up in the next week here until Tuesday when you have the gaming stream? Because I will not be able to join.
I was gonna say you're not gonna be here, so we're gonna play a game on Tuesday, leveling up at 7:30 Central. Undecided what game we're playing.
We can finally play something good now that Jeff's gonna be gone.
Yeah, that's fair. I just started reading Strength of the Few by James Islington, sequel to Will of the Many. So I'm digging deep into that. Books are better than movies and TV shows in my day currently. More movies. Bunch of movies. I caught up on a bunch of shit this week, but
Perfect.
nothing worth mentioning. So
William, work, kids, wife.
Work, kids, wife. That's my life.
Perfect.
in an order that does not surprise you. Jeff, what do you got coming up?
What do I got coming up? I'm driving to Minneapolis and flying to Egypt tomorrow.
Yay. All right.
ABF, want to thank you once again for joining us. Sorry for keeping you a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but
Oh, you're good. I'm just getting hungry.
Just
Is all.
too good
but-
of a
Yeah.
guest.
I'll just say,
I haven't eaten dinner yet either. All I've eaten today is lunch.
yeah,
And
I had
I-
a snack at around 3:30, and that was about it. Because I was like, hour and a half, we'll be out of here. Turns out,
I got to try to fit it in between Badger Stream, which
was gonna
is,
say,
is
yeah.
next. But
Head north.
you guys got a great show going on here. We were sitting in that bar in Peru and watching my stream get taken
Yeah.
over by someone
Yep.
else, and I think you guys got a little twinkle in your eye or something, and I love
Oh,
it.
That's pretty much where it started. Jeff's like, no, we can do this. And I was like, all right, Jeff, we'll go there.
Yeah, your guys' show is actually really good. You got the triple mic setup. I would have never thought to do that in the garage. Like, it's just everything you guys are doing is super unique, and I think you guys have something here. So
This is basically what
Hemorrhoids.
we've always done,
I was gonna say,
just with a microphone and a camera.
we
Actually,
Friday
less
night-
bitching though. There's less bitching when we're on camera.
Yeah, as soon as the camera goes off, we all kind of turn at each other and without swinging fists. We just go at each other's throats. But
Nonstop. And then you're like, I fucking hate you. I'll see you tomorrow.
yeah, so what time are we meet up tomorrow? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember after we were in Peru with you, excuse me, and Sophie at that bar, we're sitting there, we're drinking pisco sours and watching your stream when you had everyone else taking over. And that's the first time that we found out about the GCA, and that's when
Mhm.
you guys brought us into the GCA and all that. And it literally changed my life because a year ago, I never thought I'd be doing this.
Jeff was like, I am that gay. I can be that guy.
Hey, Andy, you got enough money to buy mics and a mini computer? Let's do this.
I always wanted to be on YouTube when I was like, oh, we're so funny. People will love us.
Yeah.
Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah. Well, it's even our buddy Fred that plays on Leveling Up with us now and then. He used to stream on Twitch, I think it was, and we'd always, ooh, Fred the big streamer, ooh, super gay. It's like, and he told me the other day, he's like, you guys used to make fun of me for doing this, right? I'm like, yeah. fuck off."
But it's cooler that we do it.
And welcome, ABF, to your first Midwest goodbye.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
Midwest
the
goodbye.
Midwest
Yeah, it's
goodbye.
great.
It takes about 45 minutes after you say, well, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I suppose. Wait
other
till the
than
knee
that-
slap comes in.
I'm not going to be streaming for the next week or so, but other people are going to be running my stream again.
Oh,
which
they
will be
are?
funny.
Okay.
So Norman is running the ALEC BALDWIN'S finger channel for Off the Hip on Monday, and we have
Good guy.
a big guest on there. And the joke
Really?
is we always get someone pretty famous in our circle.
I was going to say, a big guest and you're not even going to be there?
Yeah, well, that's the joke. Is that
That's the best part.
if I'm not going to be there, people are like, "Oh shit, who's the guest going to be?" It's going to be crazy. So
It's Mel Gibson. Spoiler.
Dude, that would be fucking insane. Just go to ABF's channel and Mel Gibson's hosting, and you're like, what the fuck? And he's talking
But-
about the new Steam machine.
I don't know if it's a secret or anything, so I'll go ahead and say. But we got Drunk 3PO on Monday.
shit.
So
Nice.
yeah, Jay's going to be on there. I guess Norman decided, he's like, since we got Jay, let's not talk about gaming as much and let's talk more about pop culture. So that's what they're going to do.
Awesome.
And then tonight after Badger stream, I'm gonna go live on Gaming with ABF, my other channel, and play The Last Caretaker.
You
Last
cut,
caretaker. Wait,
you,
that
you
sounds
cut out a
familiar.
little bit. Was that gaming with ABF or gaying with ABF?
Gaming.
Okay.
Oh, cut out
okay.
again. It's the weirdest
Yeah,
thing.
it's so weird.
Yeah, yeah. Gaying out with ABF is where I'll be at.
That's why I just had
Oh, that one came through clearly.
Yeah, that's weird.
So for anyone that doesn't know, The Last Caretaker is a game that you featured on your show there tonight. And it's basically you're a robot trying to send the human race to outer space.
Yes. So I jokingly made the title of my stream that I'm a Neo and I wake up and I have to save humanity.
So last night when he was doing his Egypt game, his title said "Stop being in denial," and it took
It's
just
not just
about
a
an
river in-
hour and a half to realize what his title said.
Not just a river in Egypt.
I love puns.
Well,
Under the
that's
radio
what I
joke.
do. I usually incorporate a dad joke in the title and usually in the description.
Speaking of dad jokes, you got one for us tonight?
Well, let's see here. I can tell you the one for the stream. Let's see here.
hear it.
I'm proud of this one. Oh yeah. What do you call someone who takes care of chickens?
Oh boy.
A chicken tender.
I heard
All
that
right,
one before.
all right.
And on that
I know.
note, everyone,
I'm not even
Why?
pissed at the
Isn't
joke.
that
I'm
good?
pissed that I didn't remember that one.
tell you what, usually we cheers to the chat, the viewers, the lurkers, and anyone watching on demand. But this one's to you, ABF. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Here,
We really
I'll cheers
appreciate
with
it.
the 40 millimeter round.
There you
Hell
go.
yeah.
Hey, I'll take one of those to the face.
Hey.
It's a
Not
dud.
what it looks like.
Well, that's not as fun.
He'll shake into the face.
No, give me the real one.
All right. Once again, brother, thanks for joining us tonight. I'll see you in a couple of days. All right.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Hey, oh. Forgot
Bye-bye.
to say this.
Badger
Go
stream.
over to Badger stream. ABF will be over there. Let Badger know we sent you. It starts at 10 o'clock, so you got about a half hour. We'll see you there. Everyone have a wonderful night, and we'll see you on Tuesday. No, see
Later.
you next Tuesday.
Well, the rest of us will see you Tuesday. Bye-bye.
What's up, y'all? I'm the last man on earth. Shit's all good. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.